Hello, and welcome to RERole. Today we'll be playing in our homebrewed world of Aeridius. And if you didn't see last week's episode, it's not exactly serial, so you don't need to, but it kind of helps flavor the world so you know a little bit more about what's going on this week. But we're happy you're here. We're going to start off today by revisiting a favorite of our own, where we... What would we call this game?
The Wheel of Characters.
The Wheel of Impressions.
The Wheel of Impressions. Yeah, it's sort of like... It's not charades. What's the game? It's like, I guess... Kind of like Heads Up, or one of those things where you've got a thing on your foot.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the opposite, though, because you know, and you're trying to get the people to guess it. Anyway, it's an impression game where we play our own characters. We're going to spin this wheel of characters that we've played in past campaigns, or one-shots, or whatever. And only one person's going to see who they get. They're going to try to answer questions that other people ask in character. And after each question, everyone will have a chance to try to guess who it is. But as soon as you guess, that you only get one guess. So if you guess early, you can win. But if you guess wrong, you're out of the running and you'll be missing out on the future clues. And I think this is a really well thought out, established game, and we all know how it's going to work. And so
we
no
got
further explanation needed.
We got to roll to see who's it. Roll a d6.
Like roll dice.
Mm-hmm. Just like one person roll a d6, and Travis, you're 1. Will, you're 2.
Oh, I already rolled.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
A 2.
All right, you're it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, so everyone else look away, and we'll spin the wheel.
Boop.
I hope
Ready?
I know who it is. Yeah.
Tell me when you get it, and I'll take it off the screen.
Okay, you really spun it like hell.
That's right.
Oh, fuck.
That's a good reaction.
Take it off the screen.
Is it off?
Yeah,
All right, it's off, everybody. Everybody can look.
I don't remember. I mean, I remember aspects of this character.
Okay.
I'm trying to
wanna
think of
ask
how
the
I'm going
first
to answer
question.
some questions. Yeah, okay. Go for it.
What would your typical morning routine look like?
I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence.
Okay.
Okay.
I played this guy.
So far,
It sounds like
getting
60% of
Dylan
every
vibes.
character I've played.
yeah, I think this is accurate to the character. I don't really... Yeah. Okay. No further hints. Who's next? Anybody have a guess before we go to the next question?
Yes.
You want to blow your load
No,
right
I
now?
don't. I want to ask one. I
Okay.
want someone else to ask one more question.
How many
Anyone can ask.
kills do you have?
How many kills do I have?
Yeah.
Confirmed kills?
All right.
A handful today?
I have a suspicion as well.
I know who it is.
How's
Is
it
it-
go?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it
I was
the
gonna
Beast?
No.
No, and that's your guess. Colby's
Yeah.
out. Gray out his
Yeah.
screen. We're not going to do that in editing.
God, I'm trying to think of a good creative question.
Dang it.
It's going to be hard to differentiate, like,
Right.
from my end. How I tell
Exactly.
Have you ever been?
which one of our asshole
You're
characters.
asking a yes or no question.
Have you ever taken orders from anyone?
Well, that's an interesting question. On my way to the top, there were a few that tried, but I
Right.
always found myself sort of in a dominant position in those relationships.
Can I make? Unless Travis, do you have a question?
Make a guess.
All right, I'm gonna say, is it son the father?
You got it!
No wonder.
I thought it was gonna be.
No wonder. I wasn't
Son
there
the
for that
father.
session.
Oh,
That
that's-
was
yeah.
it was a
that's-
Skylar
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
It was one of the few rare Skylar characters.
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, that was a fun one to play.
That's from
Wow, I'm-
episode. Anybody remember the name of that episode?
Like
Of the Kid King.
improvised.
It's the Kid King improvised one shot.
Yeah, it was nonsense and very silly. But
It is hilarious, though. You guys should go check it out.
it's not in any rule system, I don't think. There's no real structure to the plot, but it is fun. It's
It
more
was impromptu.
more just
because I think
long form
Travis had
improv.
something come up at the last minute, so we
Yeah.
were just like, I don't know, let's do this.
Let's make a fun little stupid story.
Yeah.
Distraction as I'm like getting.
You guys are still talking about it, so.
Really interesting character choices, we'll call them.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching us enjoy our little walk down memory lane. I hope it was enjoyable for you also.
Nice patting ourselves in the back.
Yeah. But for now, let's jump into today's episode. Welcome back to RERole. Beautiful homesteads and estates stand proudly surrounded by lavish gardens full of verdant greens and vibrant colors. Council enforcers stand on each corner to make sure everyone is safe. Well-dressed, orderly families go for post-dinner strolls through the streets and smile warmly at each other. The luckier families have their family mage with them to ensure they make it home safely. After all, one can't be too careful given the news of late. The outer circle just isn't as safe as it once was. Whispers of a break-in at a cousin's neighbor's estate disseminate through the neighborhood at light speed. These silly uprisings and misguided terrorists. It's sad. If only everyone was as kind and generous with their neighbors as the merchants and lesser nobles that reside here. One such family passes by the most impressive structure in this ward. A towering architectural marvel made of ornately carved stone with several spires tearing up into the mid-afternoon sky. Its walls dotted with pristine stained glass windows edged in silver and gold. The Basilica. A venue like this is reserved for only very important events, and today is no exception. Today is Recruitment Day. All of the major academies have gathered to entertain the idea of purchasing mages from Aeridius's top recruiters. At this moment, the Aureate Line, the magnum opus of Iridian tinkerers, and the only efficient way to travel between the many wards and territories of Aeridius's crawls its way into the nearby station, pulling itself along a single track with steam-powered insectoid appendages. We jump now to the inside of one of those cars on the Aureate Line 8 minutes ago. You all sit, crammed into a single car, across from Drenathan Blinn, a dashing halfling man with the tattooed sigils that cover half of his face expertly covered up. His blonde mop of hair is tamed for once, and this may be the first time you've seen him in anything other than tattered robes and a hood. And Vara Korath, an infernus woman with dark purple skin, black lips, and white hair pulled up into a braided bun, dressed very formally for the event. We pan over to the group of you, sitting shoulder to shoulder. Who do we see first, Travis?
You see another halfling, also blonde hair, a little darker than Blynn's. Not quite as neat, a little tufts here and there. The little button nose, big blue eyes. A bit of a smirk on his face as he kind of like looking around, occasionally remembering to kind of be like a little nervous, but that smirk never really leaves. Are we dressed in a particular way, or are we...
You are dressed modestly, I will say. The chains that are soon to be affixed have been taken off for the time being. You have a modicum of privacy in this car, so you don't have to keep up appearances at all times. But yeah, you're not like in rags because you are to be presentable for today, but you're also not fully equipped with what you would normally have. Yeah. So you can kind of decide where you fall on that spectrum.
Yes, I'm in these nicer looking overalls and a jacket, a light jacket over top. These big, slightly dingy boots, but still nice enough for the event. But all in all, looks quite young, like the others here. Probably about 15, so rather small in the seat of the booth, I suppose, whatever they have on the train.
Mm-hmm. And who do we see sitting shoulder to shoulder with this young man, Colby?
you all see a female Infernus who is also, like the halfling, a teenager, also 15. She has 2 horns on the top of her head, not that long, kind of like an orangish, like a coral kind of color. Her skin is a faded pinkish tone, and then her hair is curly, but the top half is tied back into a bun, and the bottom half flows down probably about shoulder blade length off on the back of her, but it's tied off enough that it wouldn't get in her way if she's in a tense situation. Her hair is light, like lighter than blonde, but there's a red streak that goes across on one side of it. And she is wearing, like Will said, modest clothes, nothing spectacular, but it does look like it is. If you looked at her, you would think she was from a family that was well enough off to afford the typical clothing of the area. Certainly not from rags. And she is fairly fit for her age, but no spectacular, like, she isn't particularly strong or weak or anything, just kind of an average looking build.
All right. And on your other side, who do we see sitting next to you, Skylar?
Well, Colby made my description a little easy because I am his character's older brother, Jack, or Vomer is my true name. And so Infernus, same length of horns. My skin tone is a little darker, so it's more like a lavender color. And that's really the only difference here. My hair is that same light blonde color, close cropped though, not long. About 6 inches taller than his younger sister. He's 18. He might have some growing to do still, but he's kind of sitting there trying to put on an air of confidence. Kind of a little more broad-shouldered, but definitely not, you wouldn't be intimidated by him physically. And I would say same type of clothing that Colby described, coming from the same family in the same area.
Very nice. And finally, on the other bookend, who do we see as our final figure on this side of the card, Dylan?
You see an individual, a human, sitting, staring dramatically out the window. And he is wearing a plain, long sleeve, like black shirt. Just very neutral, casual wear. He has longer blonde hair, kind of like a dirty blonde. Some of it kind of hangs over, but you see him constantly like fixing it and trying to style it, keep it out of his eyes. And currently going by Greg.
That's true. We didn't say any of our names.
They're on the screen.
Yeah, the latter half did.
Also say I have a little tail that ends in a little triangle point.
Oh, yes.
Like a non-rounded heart.
Yes.
Correct.
Medical condition.
Any other ways to describe that before we move on?
A diamond with
An arrowhead.
point.
Half a diamond is good.
Yeah.
Sort of like also diagonally cut through a square.
Ah.
Okay.
Like
If
the
you
correct
took-
way to cut a peanut butter sandwich.
Mm.
If you cut 3 half moons out of a circle on the outside and left the middle, that's a shape of like almost like a triangle.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that.
So
Many of you thought you would never see the inside of the Oriat line, and certainly hoped it wouldn't be like this. You sit nervously as the duo explains the etiquette once again and goes over the small details of how you need to behave in order to not draw attention to yourselves. You've been practicing for weeks, but all that aside, you don't think it will be hard to pretend to be nervous and scared once you get there. If there's anything you would like to accomplish or discuss, the Basilica is quickly approaching.
And you said we've been like training together for weeks, correct?
Yeah, you're well acquainted with each other at this point. You've been going over this again and again with Arcon. This is a very important mission.
Okay.
John, your hair looks fine.
It
needs to be perfect.
We should
I
use
know,
the
but
names
we're
we're
not-
using. Yes, but Jack,
I
we
know.
should be practicing.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea, Vesha.
Ah,
But don't you worry, John. It looks perfect the way it is.
Thank you.
and Tilbury, what's your name we're going by again? Because I definitely know how to pronounce it.
It's Hillock.
Hillock. Yes.
Hillock.
I had an old buddy named Hillock.
Ah. Okay.
But anyway, so, Mr. Blaine, how many
Yeah.
targets do we have again? Do we have an estimate?
Yeah. Kind of looks at Vara. Listen, you're Arcon agents, just as much as we are. You deserve to know that there's more to this mission than saving new recruits. We are here to liberate as many as we can. That's true. But our mission is more specific than that. And I think it's important that you all know there is one mage here in particular that could help Arcon accomplish so much good. His name is Zathiel. He's here under a recruiter named Drathis Prout. If nothing else, we must get him out. Isolate and extract.
What does this Zathiel look like?
He's, from what I can tell, half giant, half human.
Ooh, exotic.
Tall. Third eye in his forehead. Keeps it closed.
All right.
Apparently he's hard to miss.
Hmm.
They know he's important just like we do.
I wonder if I come up to his knee.
You and me both. Now, everyone comfortable with their names? Quick, who are you? She looks over at John.
Greg,
And where are you from? Greg.
the other district. Not this one. You wouldn't know me or my family.
All right. Well, perhaps review before we get there. These are questions that will probably come up.
Yeah, I'm going to hold up my hand, and there's going to be some quill writing of notes on my palm. Oh, yes.
Maybe wash that off before we walk in.
But what if I need it? Yeah, I got it.
And remember, while we're here, I'm Cormac and she's Nav. Sir and ma'am are probably safer anyway if you get confused.
Cormac and
Nav.
Nav.
Also, I would like to take this moment to Jonathan Blenn. Did any of you catch that? He was from the
Yeah.
last.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a legend to some.
Very good.
All right.
Anything else you guys would like to accomplish or ask before you arrive?
Well, I've
Uh,
never been to one of these events before. Probably no surprise. I know we mostly stick with the sirs and ma'ams and always be polite and stay presentable. Anything we should keep an eye out for?
Remember your training.
Mhm.
Don't speak unless spoken to. Remember this feels foolish to tell relative children, but you are young. You were just captured. Think of what you would feel like in that situation.
I remember what I felt like.
Right. For some of you, it might be easier than others, unfortunately. And if all else fails, just try not to draw attention to yourself.
How much will they want to see of our abilities, and how much do we reveal? I know we want to be enticing to these buyers, but how much do we show?
You've all been training with us for some time. Some of you more than others. But know that a new recruit might not necessarily have the same training that you do. Might not have the same control over their powers. So, enough so that they recognize that you have potential. And you have a right to be here. But not so much they get suspicious.
Very well.
Okay.
I think I can do that.
Can we just make up a name of a town that we agree on that's from the outer circle that we say we're from?
I mean, it's
Ileana.
It's
right.
broken up into territories.
yeah.
So you can just pick one of the territories from the list.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do, Ileana?
I'll message you.
Okay.
And I think at that time, Eliana would pull Jack aside and she'd be like, let's review one more time. And then we'd just, for the rest of the time, just like be going over to make sure their details are solid.
And you guys have received training for this. So
Yes.
although you players may not remember all the details of the training that your character has been through, recognize that your characters have been training for this for some time. So some of the details of the ins and outs, if you have a question about it, you can ask me above the table, because your character would probably know the information. As you draw closer, the shackles are once again placed on your wrists and ankles as you approach, and you are pulled back into your body as you hear Vara say, "Take a deep breath. You've got this." You make any final mental preparations. Your heart beats loudly in your chest, and you see the duo across from you press their foreheads together and grasp each other's hands. They are famous among the ranks of Arcon. Having them with you makes all of this a little easier. They finish their little ritual by whispering something to each other and sharing a long look and a smile. The train comes to a halt. The doors open. It's showtime.
All right, remember, boys, we got this. And as a halfling, I make sure everybody gives everyone a hope as luck
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And girl.
Yes.
It's neutral.
It's a neutral term.
What do we see happen to all of your demeanors, your bodies, your posture, your attitude as you step out into the streets of the outer circle? Some of you for the first time.
It's a little tough being one of the shortest races of the inner circle
races.
folk. Council races, thank you. So it's pretty easy for Hillock now to kind of keep his head down and not really show too much to others. As they would see his hair more than anything. But he kind of keeps this smirk, kind of this fake confidence, while just kind of bopping himself up before kind of pulling himself back down, as like a attempted trying to appear more confident, but is making himself look more nervous on purpose.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jack is pretending to be just kind of putting his head down and not aware, but he is very aware of his surroundings. His shoulders are kind of slumped. He's not looking like bummed out, but he's just, I guess, yeah, maybe some of it's pretend, maybe some of it's real, but nervousness, sure.
Ileana would kind of be similar. She just is recalling how she felt when she was captured the previous time. So shoulders a little bit slumped, not looking anyone directly in the eye, trying to appear almost like obedient, but just walking along with the group.
Greg?
And I am just going to have head down, just kind of slowly walking, try and look as defeated as possible.
All right. Your bodies sort of start moving on their own to some degree. The training was definitely worth it. Some of you feigning confidence in the face of fear. Some of you giving in to the fear that you really feel, and some of you tapping into fear that you have felt in this exact scenario before. You all approach following Cormac and Nav as you reach the doors of the Basilica. They present an invitation with their branding rod to prove their legitimacy as council-recognized recruiters. And at that moment, the work that has been put into this mission prior to your involvement weighs on you for a moment. And the pressure gets in your head. You start thinking too hard about, am I looking nervous enough? Am I looking like I'm trying to look nervous? Is my breathing right? But you quickly shake it. Their shoulders are inspected, and then another figure approaches. A well-built, towering orcish man wearing beautifully designed billowing robes with high-quality armored accents. He smiles and sets down a piece of parchment and hands them a quill. They share a quick glance that only you all would recognize as shared risk assessment before they both return the smile and sign with a chuckle, playing off the awkward pause. Then the enforcers start to check you over, patting you down thoroughly, inspecting your brands to make sure that they are in fact real. I'm going to need all of you to roll our first presence check.
No.
See how convincing your presentation is.
A 14 with hope.
14 with fear.
9 with hope.
I'm a copycat. A 14 with hope.
Okay. So 3 rolls with hope, 3 14s, and a 9. At one point, the guards, as they're kind of patting you down, they look down at Hillock, who you shoot up that kind of like faking smile and then look it back down.
The confidence of a 15-year-old boy.
The fuck is this one so happy about? Oh, sorry. I think they're just nervous. Yeah, all right. They nod, and you guys are let through. All right. Hard to tell how successful your ruse was, but you're through the gates. As you pass the guard station and you're led deeper in, Drenathan, under his breath, whispers back to the group discreetly. I have a theory as to who that was, and if I'm right, it could mean trouble. The contract was definitely magical, but it was worded in such an interesting way. I am being forthright about my magical abilities or lack thereof. Punishment, death. Why not just say, I am not a mage, if he's only having us sign it? Why not just say I am who I claim to be? Curious. You are led deeper into the central chamber. An enormous dining hall, well equipped for galas and balls, with stained glass windows impossibly high lining the walls, broken up by balconies around the second story of the room. There's an enormous pearlescent circle on the wall above a dais at the end of the chamber. Tables are spread evenly around a central clearing. The stonework in that clearing is full of sigils and inlays of precious metals, creating a large spell circle of sorts. Sitting at each of the tables are the representatives from each of the major academies in Aeridius, escorted by some of their professors and noteworthy mages. Every table in this room is powerful enough to take out an entire territory on its own. The Academy at the Opulent Arch, the Illyrium, Vale Cairn, the Citadel, the pearlescent parapets of Gatewatch, and Amber Isle Academy. The other recruiters and their mages have assembled in small groups in the middle of the room between the tables. You all join them. A towering giant steps up to the dais at the front of the room. He wears full, heavy plate armor ornately designed to look like fabric, to look like the robes of a judge. He wears a featureless silver helm with only an opening for his mouth, which you can barely see beneath. He stands holding on to the handle of an enormous blade pointed down and resting its tip between his feet. The sword stands up to his chest, about 7 feet long, the blade itself nearly a foot wide. This man is unmistakable. Order, a member of the 10, the most powerful council mages that work directly with the Chosen. Standing just off to his side is the robed figure that intercepted you at the entrance. He must be his squire, his replacement if something were to go wrong. You think back on your training. I'll have you guys all roll a knowledge check, or anybody that thinks they would have paid attention in class enough to remember.
Can I ask you a question that you may or may not be able to answer? When you said order, is that like is that his name? Like he is Order of the 10?
Yeah, like these, at a certain level, you guys know that they use mages kind of like celebrities and propaganda machines. So they are given like titles and monikers and yeah, so he is known as Order. Nobody knows really who he is otherwise.
Okay. 18 with hope.
18 with hope.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
That's pretty
The
good.
Hermione Granger of the group.
That's going to be hard to beat besides my critical hit.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yes.
tried studying hard. 11 with hope. Okay, I was trying.
Pretty good rolls, though, really.
All
I
the
mean,
way in there.
Ileana, definitely the most studious. You remember it the way one should. You remember that day of class. You remember where it's in your notes. You've color-coded that page. Hey, look.
That's the one thing I paid attention to.
Yes. There was something that the teacher said right before that made you think of a very specific memory from growing up. And so you remember that as a result of it, like Slumdog Millionaire style, being associated with something that you really tapped into and don't really remember why. But you know Order and his squire. His squire is named Covenant. And although you don't remember all the details, you do remember that his power was having to deal with contracts or with binding words.
Ooh.
That's maybe why Drenathan was a little confused. It seemed like nobody really had much information on him, so Arcon just didn't have that much in his file.
Okay.
Cormac gestures to all of you, indicating that his hunch was right. You guys knew that there would be a member of the 10 here, but Archon was unable to ascertain who. Order makes things considerably more difficult.
Okay.
Quiet. His voice booms through the space, despite not sounding strained in the slightest, as though he's speaking full volume directly into your ear, but not shouting. I need all of you to make an instinct reaction roll.
Oh, man.
Oh.
9 with hope.
And it's not with hope, it's a reaction roll.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I also rolled a 9.
I rolled a 9.
Come on,
I
Jack.
rolled a 9 with hope. I'm not kidding.
Shut up.
That should be a crit.
Is that a
All right,
Yeah, that's
guys.
a crit.
Hey, we had a great session today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We unfortunately beat it. We did it right away,
Yeah.
and so there's
Yeah.
no real reason to do the rest of the session.
We just watch Order go, oh!
All of the bad guys explode. All of the good guys walk out. I'll let you determine who is who. All right. As he says quiet, The room falls instantly still, as though the wind itself obeyed.
Ooh.
A well-dressed, portly human man steps forward.
Welcome, all of you, to this year's recruitment ceremony. This is a very exciting day, and we have a wonderful assortment of mages for you. Ladies and gentlemen, look around the room. You may take home with you a future advisor to a high noble, a new professor for your academy, or even a member of the 10. The future is bright this year. We will begin the ceremony as we always do. Drathis Prout will be at table 1 with Vale Cairn. Doris Clegg will be...
Assignments are announced. You will be starting with Bruenna Bryce from the Academy at the Opulent Arch. The middle of the room starts to clear out as the different groups make their way to their respective tables. Bruenna Bryce, an older Infernus woman, sits with perfect posture at the head of the table, in the formal wear of a naval captain. You see powerful mages, most of whom you don't know, standing all behind her. There are a few other prominent members of the Academy, advisors, and important administration figures, sitting on the other side of the table. You make your way down, and you sort of stand behind Cormac and Nav as they sit at the opposite end of the table from Bruenna. Hello, please sit. I hear you have been making quite a stir. Tell me, to what do you owe your success in so quickly in such a short time, in such a challenging field?
I come from a long line of brewers. In our business, you tend to make certain kinds of connections. Those connections proved fruitful when you're looking for information other channels may find difficult to procure. I brought Nav on because, well, look at her.
I can be rather persuasive. I see. Well, let's see if your efforts were worth it. Show me. She gestures with a hand. You would all remember that this moment is time for a demonstration. I will have each of you go in whatever order you'd like. You can step into the clearing, or whatever materials you would need for your demonstration will be provided for you. You just need to ask. And also, you can ask out of character, like you would have planned this with the two, but I'll let you pick what your setup was.
I guess I will continue with this vein of confidence. I will step forward first. I'll give a little bow. A couple deep breaths. There will be next to me a crate. As I sit and kind of bounce between my legs for just a few moments before kind of doing a low squat, going, and then just this little energy will kind of emanate off my legs as I'll just kind of burst into the air, just launch up, and I'll just tap my foot over a little bit and go to fall upon the crate, which I'll then burst again, and it'll cause the explosion, blowing up the crate. And I, as we practiced, don't stick the landing, as I kind of fall back and
Mm-hmm.
as I shuffle up to my feet and correct myself and give another bow.
And you see Jonathan, as you fall, kind of gesture, well practiced towards you, disappointed, and clench his fists, and then he turns back and kind of and you see Bruenna at the head of the table kind of raise an eyebrow, cock her head, and as you step back forward, she says, "In what way do you foresee yourself being able to serve the council? How could we make best use of you?"
I am quick. You saw me bounce up there. I would be a fantastic messenger. And if push comes to shove, I have some strength behind these kicks to defend those that need it.
And what would admittance into the academy at the Opulent Arch mean to you?
It would mean, well, so much. I would have more purpose instead of being out and, well, failing to stick my landings.
Finally, what did you feel when you manifested magic?
Well, I was scared at first, but I mean, when that shipping box was about to fall on my paw, and I just burst over in a blink and got him out of the way. I was happy in that moment, confused, but the two of us, we kind of celebrated. He was okay, and my direction in life was going to change. So we went together to, well, start my next step.
Next.
Oh, bow. Thank you, ma'am.
Who would like to go next?
I can go next. I'll step up,
And then I'll, as your older brother, like, no. I got this. I'll kind of push her back.
That's
And,
fine.
is there any was there any food laid out? Is there any sample platters?
Would you like there to be?
Yes, please. If there's...
Yeah, they do have food absolutely provided. Not for you so much, but
Right.
you can have it. Yeah, you can use it for your demonstration. Jonathan would pull something over as you guys had planned ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's have it be a. Let's say like a fresh orange. And he's hiding it, and so none of the people can see it. And I'll be like, "Please, sir, I don't mean any disrespect, but can you please close your eyes? I have a piece of food that I'm holding behind my back, and you'll understand once I have it set in front of you. Everyone else can keep their eyes open, so it's safe. I promise."
Who are you telling this to?
The person who said next, who is the judge.
The recruit. They're
Bryce?
asking okay.
It is a
For the
woman.
demonstration.
but
It is a woman,
that's,
yeah.
that's
Oh, okay.
fine.
Ma'am. Yeah. Ma'am.
Some women go.
You request this of her. Roll. I don't know if she would just outright tell you to fuck off, or if she would. Roll. No. So this is what happens. Roll a presence check first of all.
Been rolling really poorly.
It's not necessarily going to like shut you down. It's just going to determine kind of how things play out.
17 with fear.
Okay. I will not be partaking, but I would love to see. And she gestures for one of the guards, not one of her mages, but just one of the guards dressed in the garb of the Opulent Arch. They step forward. Yes, ma'am. And they'll sit down at one of the chairs, and you can set the fruit in front of them. And he closes
So
his
their
eyes.
eyes have been closed. Okay. Sir, can you please tell me what this piece of food smells like to you? And I'll have him describe something that is not an orange at all that I have chosen. Maybe I'll say I'm projecting and changing his olfactory receptors to smell like a freshly baked roll of bread.
Okay. He goes,
He's having a stroke.
Smells like burnt toast.
No. They don't know
You
that.
just, like,
I was gonna
falls
make it a
over.
worse joke. I'm gonna stop it there. Let's not trivialize strokes, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was gonna take it too far. I think you did fine. Okay. Yeah, he
Smells like bread. I don't get it.
his eyes are still closed.
You can open your eyes, sir.
It smelled like bread. I'm not. It did smell
And
like
then
bread.
I take the orange and I peel it open and I take a little bite and it's like, promise it's not poison. If you'd like to taste, and I peel it in half and give him the other half, would you please eat a slice? This is again probably risky. But
He's
Well,
holding
it's
it and
for the
like
guard.
he looks at Bruenna, kind of nervously, like, no way you're gonna make me eat. This guy could kill me. I mean, we know that they can be immune to toxins.
yeah, I know.
That's right.
And she just looks at him and like furrows her brow slightly as if like impatiently waiting and why he would even question it, and then he immediately takes the bite. What does it taste like to him?
Like exactly what he smelled. The bread, the roll of bread.
Imagine juicy bread.
I was gonna say
Yeah, I
that.
know. Yeah. I know.
I guess he makes bread oranges, ma'am. I don't.
So it tasted like bread to you, sir.
Exactly like bread, like the juicy, wet bread.
And then I'll be like, I'll kind of close my eyes and focus, and I'll be like, now what does it taste like? And I'll let you choose what it tastes like. It's something different.
He immediately starts heaving and spitting and
Oh my god! I told you he was poisoning me.
and she ignores him completely and says, "In what way do you foresee yourself being able to serve the council? How could we make best use of you?" And she like gestures her hand, and another of the guards like pull him out of the chair and get him out of the way because he's distracting.
I was
Fucking
thinking,
mages.
if there were some poisons that needed to be administered, or things, maybe concoctions that smelled a certain way and would give it away, and I could hide those scents. I could change the taste. I could change what people are experiencing. I could be valuable, and I'm sure
She holds
a
up
lot
a
of
hand.
different ways. Yeah.
What would admittance into the academy at the Opulent Arch mean to you?
The next step on the direction and the right path. A good path.
What did you feel when you manifested magic?
Confusion at first, to be honest. Weird things would happen before I understood it. And then when I finally did understand, it's a difficult emotion to express, I guess. I apologize.
Next.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you go.
All right.
Yeah, because I...
Yeah.
Eliana will step forward, and in front of her, like let's say 15 feet away, there's another crate that was brought in after Hillick.
Just replace the other one.
The other two guards that just
The
stood
guy
out the
just set
guy
it down.
slide that in.
Yeah.
And the guy's still in the corner like,
Oh my god!
what did he taste second?
you don't
You'll never
wanna
know.
brother.
Okay.
Hey, you're the one who changed it.
Yeah.
I know.
I think it's an important highlight of your power that it can also be incapacitating.
Yeah.
So there's this crate, and then they also brought out a crowbar that is just sitting atop it.
Yeah, of course. As was planned.
As
Yeah.
was planned. Maybe not a crowbar. That would be a little. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna say it's crowbar, and Ileana steps forward and like looks at the woman, does a little nod, and then looks back at the crate, and then her eyebrows tense, her forehead crinkles, and then the crowbar just tilts up, jams into the crate, and cranks it open from 15 feet away, and you see all these like hundreds of small metallic rings just like kind of pour out onto the ground. And then the crowbar drops to the side. And then she starts focusing more. You see like sweat start to bead out on her forehead immediately. And these rings start to shift and move. And they form into a mirrored image of myself. But all of them are like linked together. And then Ileana like pushes her hair behind one of her ears and the thing mimics it exactly. And then she like puts an arm out to the side, acting like she's like making a quick movement. And while she's doing this, like rings are falling off. It's not perfect. And eventually, after about 15 seconds, she like and then loses it and it all falls to the side. Then she turns and nods.
In what way do you foresee yourself being able to serve the council? How could we make best use of you?
I'm a quick learner. You could give me tasks to learn and I could get them done in very reasonable amounts of time.
What would admittance into the Academy at the Opulent Arch mean to you?
This ability is still new to me, and you've seen what I can do. You give me months, years under your tutelage, and that can only improve.
What did you feel when you manifested magic?
I knew the statistics. My brother had already shown he had magic. I was not surprised when mine appeared.
Next.
Thank you.
There you go. Ma'am, I'm gonna need that guard to come back for my demonstration.
Already? Okay, yeah.
Why
He
me?
comes back.
I'm gonna.
Ma'am, you asked for me.
She gestures and he walks out.
All right. I'm gonna look at her and be like, "It's just a demonstration, ma'am." I'm gonna hold out my hand to shake hands with the guard.
She looks at him again. I mean, he looks at her again.
This poor guy.
And she doesn't even look at him. She's just looking at you still. And he goes, reaches his hand out.
I'm gonna firmly grasp his hand, and then you guys see like this long sleeve of the shirt just go taut as my right arm has increased in size, and you can see like the individual cords of muscle through the shirt at this point. And I'm just gonna look at the guard and be like, "Tell me when to stop."
Roll a strength
Okay.
check.
I didn't say stop. Go.
That's a 17 with hope.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he goes down to a knee, and you, before he has an opportunity to say stop, you feel a crunch. And
As this is happening, I forgot. I was gonna look over at the lady, and is she impressed? Is she like staring at my arm?
I'll tell you, it's the exact same expression she's given all of you, which is not giving you much.
I'll let go. I'm
And-
like, you didn't say stop.
He's sort of gagging and crying. And they once again drag him off. You
And
step
then-
back forward, I assume.
And I'll
Oh,
say,
you have
like-
more?
Well, I'm gonna say as I step back, I'm gonna fake like an arm cramp. Like, ah!
Okay.
It goes
Okay.
away. It goes back to normal after a couple minutes.
All right. All right.
Ah!
In what way do you foresee yourself being able to serve the council? How can we make best use of you?
I'm thinking personal bodyguard in the palace, or anywhere you'll give me food and a place to sleep.
What would admittance into the academy at the Opulent Arch mean to you?
Well, ma'am, I figured it's the best spot for me to go. All things considered, it'd be great. Again, food, place to sleep. That's all I need.
What did you feel when you manifested magic?
Juiced.
Yeah.
Guitar solo in the background.
Well, I was pretty young. I thought I was just, really strong. Turns out I was really strong. So that's probably what I felt. Any other questions, ma'am?
She just ignores you and looks back to Drenathan. I will have you all roll a presence check, as I forgot to do that at the end of each of yours.
Oh no! 5 with fear.
Can I use an experience? I lost. It would be a waste. I said it as it was rolling, and I saw the result.
So no.
Yeah.
But good. Good thing it's a no, yeah.
Yeah, I got 21 with hope, so
5 with hope, I guess.
Jack?
10 with hope.
Okay. Pretty low average.
Yeah, our group rolled.
She looks back at Drenathan and she says, their abilities could prove useful. They all answered incorrectly. Your existence is proof of a job not finished. You should be ashamed of what you are. You should work every day to make up for the blight of your existence. What you felt when you developed your magical abilities should have been shame. And I will remind you of this. At this moment.
The part was smeared on my head.
Time is up. Please move clockwise to the next table. Thank you for your time.
You stand. And you rotate clockwise.
She sucked.
I was unbelievably close to saying shame. Unbelievably.
The next academy is the Illyrium. The representative is Balin Darkmantle, a well-dressed, handsome human with dark hair perfectly coiffed. Mid-40s, slight graying on his temples. You go through a similar conversation about them being the newest faces on the block, and a brief demonstration of your powers, before Balin says, despite the little time you've had with them, they're so docile, so well behaved. No resistance or fight in any of them. Perfectly moldable. I mean, perfect. It's uncanny. He reaches down to the table, and he lifts up a wooden paddle with a symbol on the end. Balin has signified a challenge.
Yeah, do we
This
know what
is an
this is?
early thing to happen, or it's a thing that's too early to happen at this point in the night. This is unusual. Effectively, this can be called for at any moment. If they have recruits that they're interested in that seem to fill a similar space, they can ask for a challenge. Then the recruiters have the opportunity to agree to that challenge, and those two mages will be put face-to-face, one-on-one combat
Oh,
to
wow.
prove who would prove the better
That's sick.
tool.
I mean, that's awful.
You are, by asking for this challenge, sort of claiming one of these as a spot. So you're sort of putting in a bid, which is why people don't usually do it this early. And also, oftentimes, the recruiters won't want to damage their crop, so they won't commit to something this early on in the night either. But very quickly, the challenge is accepted by the other side. Drenathan looks to you all. A hesitant smile.
Yeah. It was already.
Looks back, smiles to Balin.
But of course.
I'll leave it up to you guys, I think. Who wants to have been put up for this challenge?
I think I know. I'm sitting out there.
I can only take damage.
Oh.
Unless
You're
I
gonna
get
push Greg forward as the most confident and
Either that or Hillock.
I'll do it.
Maybe. I was like, maybe Hillock.
Do it.
I'll do it.
It's up to you guys. You can
All
also roll dice. Maybe you two should roll a die.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's roll a d6. And, no, let's roll a d20 because it's bigger number and more fun.
That makes sense. I'm gonna roll
You know what?
this
Fuck it.
round.
Roll a d100. Roll percentile die. Let's really blow this
Hooray!
motherfucker up so you can get the biggest number.
Okay. 17 on the D100.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got 99.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
wow.
That's
In
tough to
halfling
beat.
fashion.
Dude,
Yeah.
what if you?
Yeah,
crit?
that's true. That's
Halfling
amazing. Okay,
luck.
well, it is Hillock.
Highway!
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, you step
Oh,
forward
dude.
slightly.
And then runs
before-
between my legs. Like,
No, because to be clear, Balin requested the challenge, so you guys wouldn't have actually had a choice. But Hillock is selected, and you probably assume that Balin chose the smallest, least imposing figure to sort of challenge the resolve of this group.
That makes sense.
And you just hear him say, "It's a good crop. I just want to see it in action. Need to know it has some fight in it." Hillock, you stand. Drenathan steps forward with you. You can just tell by his body language he's standing closer to you than
you got it.
a recruiter normally would. It's like he's fighting every urge in his body to reach out a hand and touch you in some way or comfort you. You're given no reassurance.
Mhm.
Across the ring, you see stepping forward
Order.
a solid order. A solidly built dwarven woman. Also, you are equipped for this. What armor and weapons would you like? You are equipped for this.
Ooh.
Full
I turn him down.
Easy. Yeah.
turns them down.
What a beat.
They bring out an assortment of weapons and armor, and Hillock waves them away. And you hear some murmuring. Halfling.
Is it half one?
Across from you, you see a solidly built dwarven woman wearing heavy armor, wielding a deadly-looking longsword. A serious face peering out beneath the helmet with a scar across her nose. And her recruiter steps forward in front of her.
I present to you a woman worth an entire unit of soldiers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Valkyrie is here.
As she steps into the center, into that ring of runes, and the runes start to glow beneath her, she reaches to her side and grabs seemingly onto thin air as beneath her hand, energy starts to emanate. And she sticks a foot up and steps into a step that doesn't exist. And as she pulls her body up and throws her leg over, an astral stallion appears beneath her as she is atop this steed across the ring from you.
Huh. Seems fast.
Drenathan steps forward and says,
A man who needs no introduction. Hillock.
and steps back out of the way.
As I'll take a few steps forward and I'll bow to the Valkyrie.
What was the height comparison before she got on the steed?
He was up to like her chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, not so much.
Not so much.
as this happens, we enter combat. You can take the first move.
Good luck.
Come
on,
buddy.
All
baby.
right.
Come on.
We should just roll like a couple crits.
I will crouch down and then just this burst as I just launch forward and kind of an arc up, and then I will launch myself down in like a kick, just kind of pushing myself back through the air. I'm going to use boost. Mark
Boost,
stress.
boost.
Boosting off my own abilities. I'm also going to use my experience, pulse jump.
Yep.
Better make an impression. Also, real quick, make sure I know what I'm doing. Perfect. That is going to be a. Ooh, I did not need to add my pulse jump. A 20 plus 24, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, 24 with hope.
24 with hope definitely hits.
Yeah. Boy, Hillick.
All right.
Yes.
It's a good
Also, while he's rolling his damage, just a reminder to everybody, because I kind of forgot to mention this up top, but your powers can manifest in ways that aren't represented by your domain cards. So keep that in mind. If you have like a fun application of your power, you don't have to have a card that tells you can do it. If it's just the use of your power, you're allowed to do that.
Sounds good.
And we may not even need a roll to resolve the outcome.
And I am going to also mark an additional stress to start a flurry. So I will connect with my kick and immediately spin with another kick. It is, I believe, there's a new
These,
feature
like,
for me. Give me a
kicking
moment.
their kneecaps.
Oh no, I'm in the air. I'm kicking her
This
directly.
is a tornado kick.
Yeah.
The
Legs
isn't
are
that
just
like
in the splits and he's spinning.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
isn't that like Ken's side B?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so one leg is up.
Yeah, right.
All right.
My
You kick
combo
with the one, and then he.
my combo continues.
You've rolled a lot of dice. You just tell me when you're done.
Let me tell you, I rolled a lot of dice. They're not high.
More.
Oh, actually, this is sick. I'm doing a whole flurry.
Yes.
And we all know what that means. Does it just keep going until you roll a low enough number or something?
Yeah, which was just there. So you'll just see this flurry of just these kicks coming out, just rapidly slamming against this armor. Just the pulse
like,
is just ringing out.
Like boop, 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 like sort of anime, like
Yeah.
fast. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying not to say gum gatling, but I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't not say it. This should be stamp.
As I'll push away, dealing 23
Wow.
physical damage.
23 physical damage, just below the severe threshold.
Dang.
That does you connect with this flurry of blows, which almost like bends in parts of the front of the armor as she pulls back on the reins, and the astral stallion rears up. It almost looks like it's made of stars, by the way, like a constellation formed horse. But you push off of it and land back on the ground as she collects herself, and the horse comes back down onto all fours. That was a very good move. Do you have anything else?
Yes, I will.
She does take 2 HP.
I will touch the ground briefly, put a hand down, and then will kind of push off in like a flip as I will attempt to strike. Well, I guess that makes sense. Strike her, but forcefully. All right.
You're making 2 attacks?
I will be making an additional attack. I got rolled with hope. So.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Okay.
I thought this was like still part of the same move. That's why I was confused.
No.
It's
Sorry.
like, do you have like a like an offhand kick attack? The brawler is a new class, right?
Yes. Oh, that's also very good. I'm actually rolling quite well for this. This bodes poorly for the future. It has to turn around at some point.
It all now.
That's gonna be 21 with hope.
21 with hope definitely hits.
Which that is
Oh
at
boy,
least more
Hillick.
recognizable. That's forceful push is what I'm using. As I will launch up and just with a powerful kick, I'm going to deal damage and knock them back to close range. And on hope, I get to add damage. And I will immediately spend that hope to also make them temporarily vulnerable. Woo! Ooh, that's much better. I did all that and got still rolled better on this. That is going to be 25 damage.
25. I'll tell you what, that is even closer, but still not over the threshold.
Oh man.
You are tiptoeing around it. But I will say, with this attack, you load your feet again and charge up that magical energy and propel her off the back of this stallion this time. As she loses her grip, it disappears, blinks out of existence, and she falls back on her back in the middle of the circle. You see her get launched off, but she hits like this wall that seems to be at the edge of the sigils, and just stops and falls down, slides down to the ground. While knocked off of her mount, her difficulty does go down.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And she is temporarily vulnerable.
Yeah, and that was
Wow.
the hope. So
He's on fire.
I just launch in for another assault. No reason not to continue with another forceful push.
Mm-hmm.
Right against the wall, so... Oh yeah, invulnerable. Every time it throws me off. I thought I got a crit, but it matched with the hope die. Not hope die. It matched with the advantage die. And that's really bad, by the way.
Okay.
That is going to be 11 with fear.
11 with fear misses, and I'll take that fear. As he's launching this attack, actually probably as he was going for the second attack, we cut back to the table. Drenathan leans into the group as everyone is distracted by the fight.
Yeah.
I was right. That is Covenant. He makes magical contracts. I think I've figured out the catch. Did you figure it out yet? Why wouldn't he make contracts? Say, I am not a mage. Or I am who I claim to be.
And we cut back into the battle. I'll leave you to ponder that.
Can I ask a over the table question?
Yeah.
Did we who signed that contract?
Just the Lannisty, the recruiters.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Thank you.
We're not important enough.
Well, I know we are mages, so I'd be like, okay. Continue. I'm sorry.
Correct. Okay, so we jump back in. Hey, look, as you launch for that final attack, she finally leaps into action, this time rolling out of the way and rolling like a full barrel roll onto her back again and then kicking up. And as she kicks herself up, you're going to see her bring her hand down kind of like between her knees, and the steed will sort of spawn out of the ground, catching her and pulling her up to full height as she remounts.
It's very
And she's going to turn and bring the sword down. And now she's going to kind of slide down to side saddle as she rushes past you. So she's just going to make a standard attack here. That is a 21 to hit.
Ooh. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay. And she is going to roll damage for that, which is just her longsword. Good though on that die. Let's see what this one is. That is 18 physical damage as the longsword swings down and doesn't fully connect with you, but you can describe how you dodge out of the way.
As the sword is coming at me, I will, from my miss, I'll kind of stumble and roll a bit. As sword comes out, I will kind of drop to my back and push out with my legs for this forceful kind of push to get me out. But I miss timing a bit, and it kind of knocks my legs up in the air, and she's able to like nick me on the leg as I kind of roll back. Just a bit of a flesh wound, as I will use one of my armor slots and mark an HP.
All right. That was her turn. It's back to you.
All right.
She kind of like follows through, charges around, and gets to the other end of the circle, and kind of rights herself facing you, sort of preparing for another round of attacks.
Which I'm assuming the circles are roughly close.
Yeah.
Okay. As I will just start sprinting towards, as I'll just kind of kick up into like a knee as I ready my swing again against my still vulnerable target.
Oh, you're right. I forgot to clear it.
Oh. Well, guess what? You're probably fine. Well, that is going to be 14 with fear.
14 is a miss. So this time, you launch straight at her. You've got a bead on her, and you're coming straight from the front. And as you're about to connect, she drops out of the height. And you smack against the wall. She just disanimates the horse, lands on the ground, and then rolls forward, runs, takes a step, jumps up, and then summons it again beneath her as she remounts behind you as you turn to face her. That was with hope or fear?
Fear.
So I'll take that. She is, I will remember this time to spend the fear to clear the temporary vulnerability, and she'll turn and face you, and she's going to point her sword at you, and you see her kind of like squeeze down on the reins, and sort of energy starts to glow from where she's gripping, and her eyes open, and there's sort of this astral color, the same as the horse.
Cool.
And you hear before you see some like rumbling, and then as they appear, this sort of stampede of astral horses are summoned in front of her, and they are going to try to trample you. She's going to mark a stress to use this ability.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I
Okay,
forgot I have other
so
features.
We're going to determine other features. We're going to determine how many horses, and then we're going to determine the damage.
Picturing the horse stampede and fellowship that
Mhm.
takes out the so dark and so light.
So you would take, actually, kind of a low roll. You take only 11 damage from this.
Oh, it just hits automatic.
Yeah.
Okay. As they start to trample over me, the first few will pass, and all of a sudden I'll just kind of go pew and launch up and out. I will mark an armor slot.
Cool. And it is back to you.
As I guess I'm in the air, I'll just kind of fumble a bit, kick, swoop down a little farther than practiced. But I'll kind of push off the ground and go for another swing, trying to dismount the Valkyrie again. Oh, that's really good. The highest possible
Nice.
roll with hope. That is going to be 26 to hit.
Wow.
That definitely hits.
All right. And I
Very
will go
nice.
ahead and I will automatically use that hope to let's use that one to make vulnerable. Roll my damage. Ooh, that's good. That is going to be 24 physical damage.
24 physical damage.
Oh, cool.
So I'll tell you now that all your physical damage is reduced by 3, but 24 physical damage is enough. How
Yeah.
would you like to
Hooray!
do this?
As I
Do it.
launch up, I'll push and kind of push myself off the ground as it looks like a fumble, and I'll kind of like slide past like a miss, and then I'll just push off the other, push off the air right behind, and just connect solidly. Just hear like a bell as I ring the bell on the match.
As it is the end of the round, dong is the final thing you all hear before the sound of her armor clattering against the stonework as the horse is disanimated. I assume this is non-lethal then.
Of course. As
you know that is going to be recorded as a part of your sort of performance, but there was no indication that you needed to or didn't need to, so you chose non-lethality.
Mm-hmm. As I just kind of playing
All
up
right.
the winded.
And you hear no applause, no congratulations, just a few quills hitting paper, some murmurs, some nods, and one angry recruiter as he starts swearing at the mage under his breath and dragging her unconscious body off the middle of the floor.
And I'll just bow and obediently return to Cormac and Nav.
I'm going to need you to roll a presence check. I'll let you know that the DC would have increased if you never missed, if you never got hit,
Nice.
or if you made it look too easy,
That's smart.
if you used too advanced of a technique for your powers, which I would argue you sort of balled out on the powers.
A little bit.
You had a strong opening for sure.
Or
Oh,
if you were seen pulling punches, you would also get things. So that was
All right,
that
big
was
roll here.
also
Come
smart.
on, baby.
So you really only have one of those. You almost got all of them. If you would have connected with that third hit right away, this would have been a high check, motherfucker. But
Oh, yeah.
you did. It turned out to be a very balanced combat, and you did a good job of taking some blows. So
Come on, baby.
let's see what you got.
I'm going to use one of my experiences. Trickery.
Ooh. It's a good one.
Appropriate.
That will be 18, unfortunately with fear. So couldn't keep him fully off our back, guys.
18 with fierce feels appropriate. I will say that you feel like you did a good job of portraying the level that you should. Something interesting, not too interesting. Nothing too refined. Appropriately refined. But it didn't feel good. That girl didn't have any more choice in that fight than you did. And you did some damage. I'm going to have you mark a stress as that sort of weighs on you. You're here to save mages, not hurt them. Okay. As this is resolving, before the final blow, Jonathan will once again lean into the group of you. You figured it out.
My only thought is that some of these recruiters must be mages.
Yeah, I don't think they'd let them in. I think it has more to do with him. Governor himself.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I think the contracts affect him too. They have to be symmetrical.
That makes sense.
Mm.
And then the battle concludes. The heavy breathing Hillock returns. And Balin does greet you with a little... He's not looking at you, though. He's looking at Drenathan.
Of course. I'll just bow.
Time is up. Please move clockwise to the next table.
Your next table, The pearlescent parapets of Gatewatch. You know that this one exists in the densest parts of the city, in the city wall of the inner circle itself. The representative is Terra Olaris, a giant woman wearing Enforcer Captain's best armor and decorated with medals for defending the wall. Gatewatch is responsible for all of the enforcers, though obviously there are some that are more decorated and important than others, and really those are the ones that come from this academy. Again, you hear the same kind of, we'll call them pleasantries, as Terra sort of interviews Jonathan, grills him a little bit. Or Cormac.
Mhm.
You guys demonstrate your abilities?
Do I have to?
You do.
Yes.
Of course, you're not given rest. And afterwards, one of the mages behind Terra steps forward, uncharacteristically. I'm sorry. You are so familiar to me. Have we met? She says to Cormac. Terra gestures and says, Enough. You were given no permission to speak. She turns back and shakes her head, collects herself. Embarrassed is an understatement, I'm afraid. Your new recruits are far more obedient than my most experienced mages. Say no more of it. Some dogs just don't take to training. He smiles and goes to take a drink. The mage snaps her fingers, and a small explosion like a depth charge in the bottom of his wine glass rings out, rocketing wine across his front. Terra, mortified, gestures for the mage to be removed and turns to apologize, but her expression changes. Her brow furrows and her head cocks slightly, as you recognize all at once the tattoo peeking through the makeup at the corner of his mouth. I knew it! Wait, those tattoos. I do know you. Arcon! In the blink of an eye, Drenathan draws a concealed dagger and cuts Vera across the face.
Shit.
He throws another dagger into the guard near him. Vera, with her eye cut, turns her face in pain away, hiding her expression from the rest of the room as she catches all of your attention and gives a short but clear gesture. Do nothing. He darts away and yells, "Now!" to a man standing next to Drathis Prout, as he throws a dagger at Corin Amberbrow of Vale Cairn. The dagger wedges into a solid wall of ice created by one of Corin's mages. Kneel! I need all of you to make presence reaction rolls.
Oh.
Oh, freaking order.
Oh man.
How does he crit do?
You
Ooh,
crit?
Actually,
Yeah.
rolled pretty well.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
20 with hope.
I got 13.
13?
I got
Oh wait, it's a reaction. Sorry.
15 with fear.
Yeah, the
It's
fear
a
and hope
reaction.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
But-
sorry. 14 with fear.
No.
Before any of you can react, can really weigh the heaviness of this situation, you find yourselves taking a knee, heads slightly bowed. Ilyana, you see the rest of the room suddenly grow much shorter. There are a few individuals, powerful mages, at each table that seem to recognize what's happening, and there's a moment of hesitation before they join the rest of the group. What do you choose to do in this moment?
I'm gonna kneel it immediately. Like, try to do it simultaneously with my group. Like, the instant that I realized I was not doing it. But I am very observant, and I'm trying to, like, lock in at least 1 to 2 of those that I will be able to find later.
Okay. You go ahead and roll a presence check for me.
Okay.
Is this Paul Atreides under this?
And I'm gonna use my experience observant on this. And this is which one did you say?
This is presence. This wouldn't be observant. This is for your ability to disguise how quickly you responded to this.
Is it?
So as to blend in.
That's a 4 with hope.
Okay. I'll take your hope.
Yeah.
We'll resolve the rest of that in a moment.
Oh no!
You see, as Drenathan, 1 foot on a step, has fallen to a knee, head slightly bowed. An order walks down the stairs from the dais, slowly dragging behind him this enormous blade.
This can be wild.
A blade that could not be wielded nimbly in battle. A blade that was not meant to be. A blade that was meant to send a message.
Executionist blade.
He hefts that blade above his head as all of you sit, unable to move, and watch as he brings it down decisively,
I am your
cleaving Drenathan Blinn in half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
In half?
All right, I'll just
The
cross
blade
that
is
name
7
out.
feet tall.
There we go.
Oh, I know. I was expecting a head chop, though. That's sending a message. You're right. Holy smokes.
You are released from this spell as the room is filled with a cacophony of commotion and angry voices. Silence! I'm gonna need presence saves again.
I wish I would have crit again, so I'd be like, ah! Oh. I didn't, though.
18.
5.
17.
14 with hope. Oh, it's a reaction. Sorry.
You all...
I'm going to say it anyway.
Your mouths, it's as though the muscles around your mouths are paralyzed. Your tongues fall limp. You have no ability to make a sound in this moment. And again, order quiets the room. At this point, an investigation begins.
Oh, God.
Drathis, Prout's man, and his entire crew are looped in, given the circumstances. Throughout this investigation, the guards at the front speak up and acknowledge that there was something sort of fishy about the confidence of one of the members of the group. But overall, they found no reason to think that the rest of the group might be involved. Then, Bruenna speaks up. She says they have too much confidence. They don't behave like mages that would have been recruited in the route that they should have been. Something's off. And finally, Balin. He's impressed by the combat. He thinks Hillick was talented. More talented than he was expecting, sure. But not unusually so. It didn't look forced or faked. Overall, it's sort of unclear. They haven't gathered enough information. The investigation is to continue. But for now, they've made the decision to separate the groups and question them. The mages will be kept in a holding cell until a verdict can be made. You know that verdict will never end with your freedom, just who you belong to now. As you are all led away, you catch one last glance at the scarred face of Vara, who just watched her partner cut in half and now has to pretend to buy you as much time as she can that she had no idea who he was and has no affiliations.
That's awful.
But surely this will be the last time you see her. You're all brought down into a wine cellar as your makeshift holding cell. Powers are verified to make sure nobody can blink all of you out immediately. And a heavy guard force is stationed out front. It's silent. Damp. Colder than it was in the room above. But the silence is jarring. It's a very different atmosphere than the one you were just pulled from. This is the first time that you see Zathiel and the rest of the mages that were recruited by Drathis Prout. They're sitting silently, not engaging with each other, not looking to engage with you.
Do I recognize in my immediate area any of the, like maybe the one or two that I would have seen that hesitated with me?
None of those mages were students.
Oh, I see.
Or recruits, not students yet.
Got you.
There were some top dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Are
only
the
mages
guards-
that saved were high mages from different academies.
Okay. Were there, are the guards close enough to hear us if we started talking?
The door is thick. They're right outside, and you can hear them speaking occasionally. So you know that they could if you spoke too loud. But there's a chance that if you spoke quietly, you'd be able to do it without being perceived.
Man, I'm trying to think about it. Okay. Can I ask a question? What is the typical feeling towards Arcon in this area of Aeridius?
You're in the outer circle. So this area of Aeridius thinks Arcon is a group of terrorists that's trying to disrupt their lavish lifestyle.
Yeah.
You are not among people from the outer circle, however. These are mages that have
guess
been
I
recruited from
meant-
all over.
Yeah. Oh, all over. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no... I mean, this is just like the cream of the crop,
Yeah.
but yeah, that
I guess that's
field
not-
is all
This
over
might be
Aeridius.
too broad of a question, but like if are mages typically like wish I was liberated by Arcon type of deal? Or is that unknown? Just depends on the person.
It totally depends on the person and the context and the situation.
Okay.
Arcon's relatively new, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll look at you three and just kind of be like, what do we do?
I'll turn to Jack, I suppose, and then just
Yeah, and I would like to try to attempt to listen to what the guards are saying on outside of the door, and apply my experience Daredevil, which I can decrease my vision and increase my hearing for eavesdropping.
What was your inspiration for that, might I ask?
yeah,
Where'd
really.
No,
you get that
nothing.
name? It's super.
Just like
interesting.
I wanted to be, get out there, risky.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah.
Mm,
yeah.
mm. Do
Okay.
your own thing.
Roll an instinct. Check.
$21 with hope.
Mhm.
Is it not?
Very nice.
21 with hope. All right. Let me find where I have this written there. You do hear something very specific.
Nice job.
As you just see, my eyes just kind of. Nothing changes in the appearance of them, but it just looks like I'm not really seeing anything. But other than that, nothing else changes.
Love it. Yeah, you hear crystal clear through the door. And you hear,
Sorry, sir. we were told not to let anyone in at all. You understand? I mean, this is a serious offense, and I understand that perhaps...
Enough. You know who I am, yes?
Well, yes, but... I mean, I was told by people who outrank you, frankly, and...
And you're going to stand in my way?
Well, it's just that... You remember what happened last time?
The conversation is continuing. There seems to be a disagreement. You have some time if you'd like to speak.
Yeah, as
I will.
knowing that they're engaged in their own conversation, I'm just gonna relay quietly what I heard to the group,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
All right. As I'll kind of gesture over to, because there's wine cellar with other groups in it, right?
Just the
Including-
one other group.
Just the one other group. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because only when Drenathan made his final act, he yelled to one of the random members of Drathis Prout's group.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And so with that information, in his dying moment, he sort of implicated them along with himself.
Oh.
And that's how he got just your group and Drathis' group alone in the cellar.
Okay.
Ultimately.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, unless you had something you were gonna do, Hillik.
I was gonna gesture over. We should make connections while we're here, eh?
Yes. It's a good idea.
Now, how should we approach this?
I think if we come from a mutual point of the situation we're in, lay out the facts, maybe that could help. I mean, at this point, we're all suspect.
Okay, but if we lay out the facts, we only need this one guy. If we can get all of them, that's great.
Yeah.
But the more who know, the more risk we're at.
Maybe not lay out the facts of who we are yet. The facts of what just occurred up there. Tell them,
Yeah.
ask if they knew anything about what was going on. We can feign.
Okay. We'll play dumb, we'll be ignorant.
Yeah.
But, you know, make friends.
Yeah. All right.
Do you want me to stay back here and keep a listen on the guards?
That might be a good idea. Let us know if they're about to enter, or if it seems like that man is about to enter.
I mean, you can hear from anywhere, yeah? You might as well stick with us.
All right. I'll like grab your arm because I know that you can't see right now.
No, I came back too. I opened up for this conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's walk over to the other group.
I will follow.
Okay.
Hey, it's cold down here. You mind if we huddle closer to you guys?
As you approach, you see there is a orcish man, or orcish boy, really. One of his tusks kind of filed down. You see a tiefling woman. She has like sort of ram's horns. Or yeah, Infernus woman. I'll never not do that. You see Zathiel, who is the one that you were expecting here. Half giant, half human, taller than the rest of them. Well built, sort of like tanned skin, long hair. And you see two human twins, one male, one female. They look relatively plain. Brown hair, kind of mousy features, shorter. None of them really make eye contact with you as you approach.
We shouldn't speak.
The orc responds.
I'll sit down near their group. Well, as far as I can tell, this is one of the only times we might be able to speak at all. Just in hushed tones.
And if they hear
Don't
you,
worry. Don't worry. I'll let you know. We're safe here.
why should I trust you?
I'm going to focus on him and attempt to make his hearing dim, so that it's like someone's plugging his ears.
Yeah, no roll required. You do so.
Okay. All right.
And he looks up at you.
And I release it. You trust me now?
Roll a presence check. I'll give you advantage before you even tell me what it is, because I think use of your powers does lend itself to that here.
28 with fear.
Didn't need the advantage. I'll
No.
take the fear, though.
Very good roll.
He kind of looks up at you for the first time, making eye contact.
You don't think they'll notice?
That we're talking?
That you're doing this to them?
I'm not doing this to them. Let's just say I can hear what they're saying, and they aren't focused on us right now.
All right. Why are you all so confident? You do this? Is this actually you?
I mean, it's strange. I thought something might be off, but we don't have a full idea of what's going on. But partial. It's a little inspiring, right?
Roll a presence check.
I'll say right after I said to not worry, you could see my eyes go blank again, and I'm listening on this conversation, but I'm also having an ear for the guards.
All right.
Okay.
I will spend another hope to use my everybody's best friend experience. It's a 17 with hope.
17 with hope.
Is it true? Is he Arcon?
I mean, they killed him straight out. That's enough evidence, huh?
Yeah. I've heard things about them. Hope is dangerous. I don't know.
Well, the future is being a halfling. The future's all about, full of unknowns. If you lose hope now, what's the point of looking forward at all?
Zathiel shifts forward now. Closes his eyes. And you see the eye on his forehead opens. It's completely white. He closes it, opens his eyes. They haven't made a determination yet. You talk about the future, possibilities. My future wouldn't be the one that I chose, but it was relatively secure until all this. I would have gone to an academy. I would have been used as a tool for some noble, maybe the council. But I'd be alive. Look what that got him.
I'll kind of take a step forward. How many years?
We're all fit together, but
Yeah, you're right. I'll speak
it's your
forward.
favorite phrase.
I'll speak. I do. You're right. I take another step forward to where I'm literally
Just fucking like,
Like this, but yeah.
Just mashing.
hey, listen, man.
Do you feel me?
I take a step
Yeah, I
backwards.
suppose.
Ileana speaks up. How many years of doing that until your soul breaks? What's the point of being alive if there's nothing to live for? Look, I'm not saying what he did was right, but there has to be more.
Roll a presence check.
It's a 13 with fear.
Soul. Yeah, they say mages don't have them.
Does it feel like you have one? Feels like I do.
I don't know what it feels like to have one. Don't know what it would feel like to not have one. Not sure anyone does.
Yeah.
You've seen the way that they act. Seem like somebody who has a soul.
Yeah, but living like that, I mean, then there's no point of any of this. Listen, I probably wouldn't go to a high noble. I'd be lucky if I got into one of these academies. You guys are talking like you're planning something.
It's inspiring, isn't it? That fellow went down, named Arcon. This might be our last chance. I've heard of escaped mages making it out. It can be done. If we have an opportunity, why not take it?
The wastes? Where would you go?
Hey, anywhere but here, right? You've heard of those groups. Mages make it on their own. Sometimes it's risky business. Like Arcon. Probably the best example. I mean, there's what are their names? Those weirdos, the dragoons.
Dragoons.
They make it.
Never heard of them. Dumb name.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they operated in one of the areas I came from.
Oh.
I heard nothing good.
Well, look. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, hope's dangerous, but if we ever had a time to try. Come on, guys. This group. We were gonna be springers. This is the best group of mages we could get under these circumstances if we ever had an opportunity between all of us. I mean, it sucks to say, but somebody might make it out.
Sathiel closes his eyes again. Opens his other eye. And returns. They're getting close.
Okay. Well, what can we all do? You saw my demonstration. Probably. I essentially can jump really well. Push energy through my legs.
It's actually very impressive.
Thanks.
Nothing that impressive. I can change sort of the consistency of myself.
And he just like pushes into his chest and it just kind of like...
Ah.
It makes me
Disturbing.
durable. I
Which
can
one is
also
it?
become slightly
That
more
can-
dense.
It's
The
pretty
orc.
cool.
Orc. Slightly more condensed.
Zethiel, the golden boy. Apparently he can see anything at any distance. The twins, they got sort of two halves of one good power.
They both look at him, shooting him a glare.
I can shapeshift in animals. I can turn into a bucket of water.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they can do some impressive things. They work together. Bulna, well, she's a bitch. She probably won't help.
She just gives him a glare.
That's helpful to know. I have psychokinesis. I can move things with my mind. My brother here, Jack, and you see he's like, the eyes are kind of distant. You could probably gather what he can do. But he can affect the senses from himself and others. And Greg here. Well, you can show him, Greg.
I'm gonna and flex so hard that my entire shirt rips off, and I'm now bare chested, and it's like
Damn it, Greg.
perfect, chiseled, huge.
That's not what I meant.
I'm gonna say, "Don't worry," and I reach into my bag and I pull out an identical black shirt, and I put it back on.
Of course.
That's not what you meant?
No, that's actually fine.
Crazy how they let him bring that in.
Fuck's sake, that's wild. I don't really know what it means, but shit, seems like a much more practical version of kind of what I'm dealing with. Frankly, I'm a little pissed.
My apologies.
Dave,
It's more aesthetically pleasing, at least.
He like raises his arm and it just like...
Yeah.
Jack, what's going on out there? It's like,
Conveniently, at this moment, you hear...
Enough. You can try to stop me, but I'm going through that door.
I will like blink back in and be like,
They stop me immediately. Oh.
I'll like, heads up to the group. Right, as before I can tell they're gonna come in.
Sure. You guys quickly assume positions
yeah.
as the door opens. And Covenant enters,
Oh, shit.
flanked by a guard on either side.
Didn't expect that.
Covenant is an imposing figure on his own. Now, he's no order, but he is solidly built. He steps forward, and you know that he's been training to take his place. His power doesn't seem combat-oriented necessarily, which leads you to believe that he makes up for that in other areas. There's a guard on either side of him accompanying him, probably trying to oversee things at the very least. The door is shut behind them. He looks you all over.
You know who I am, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then you know how serious this is.
He looks over you, pulls out a scroll, rolls it out a little bit, pulls out a quill. He stares at the paper for some time, deep in thought. Kind of an uncomfortable amount of time. One of the guards leans over and says, "What about I had no part in the coup?" And he goes,
Fool! It only works if I come up with it. And now I can't use that. Be silent,
Nice.
or I'll end you.
Yes, sir.
"Sorry."
Jack can just silently hear from the other guard. Oh, is that going to be in writing?
He looks back at the paper again and stares at it. A bead of sweat starts to form on his forehead.
I've got it. But just to be safe.
He writes down the second half. You see the other guard look over his shoulder and say, "Paralysis. You're getting soft, Covenant." He looks at him. He sits back. Turns the paper to all of you. It says, "I will tell only truths for the next 10 minutes. Punishment for breach of this contract, 24 hours of paralysis."
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Sign.
He hands you the quill.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna.
I nod
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I pick up the quill and I write Hillock Roaster.
It's still binding.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay. I will sign it as well, obviously.
Yep.
It's more like when you put pen to paper that it seems to have the effect. It's sort of the act of signing, not necessarily the name you write. Otherwise, there may be a sort of loop that you get stuck in of like signing it with a lie for a thing that you can't lie, but you did sign. You're the act of signing it, whatever you write, you could write a penis on the bottom and it would still count as your signature.
I don't know that, so
Right. But keep that
yes.
in mind. As a player, I know your character doesn't know it. If you want to go ahead and lie right out of the gate thinking you're safe, go for it. But you all sign.
Now.
Notably, this works like a circle of truth. Which means you can't tell lies. You don't have to speak.
I was gonna say the contract doesn't say.
He looks to all of you.
What do you know about what happened upstairs?
He looks at Zathiel first. Nothing. Apparently it was a member of Arcon. That's all I was able to overhear. Goes down the line. Nothing.
Nothing.
Looks to you, Ileana.
There were clearly at least two parties involved, Arcon and the recruiting event. It appears that Arcon was trying to infiltrate for some reason.
Yes.
Looks to you, Jack.
What my sister said is what I agree with. I saw they shouted Arcon, and next thing I knew, I was kneeling and I saw my recruiter get sliced in half.
I too saw that. You.
Greg?
Same thing. I know as much as you do. I thought everything was going as I expected. Until my recruiter got chopped in half.
And you. Small one.
Yeah, that Arcon feller got absolutely split. Order looked jacked.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I feel the wind off it. Wow.
So you're telling me that none of you know anything about Archon's plans here?
It was.
Would you like to volunteer some information?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
No,
Zathiel speaks up and says, No. No, of course not. And then the orc.
What do you think you're gonna get from us? We already answered your questions. Well, I hope to get the truth from you. Who are you to speak back to me? Sorry.
Kind of glances over at you guys. His momentary pride immediately beat back away from him.
We're telling you everything we know. Truthfully, it's in the contract.
You're towing a line here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
It's a careful phrase.
But
I will say, I'm going to allow that because you said we are telling you everything we know, not we have told you everything we know. I will allow it. But you're on thin ice, mister.
Yeah, like, listen, we gotta be risky.
You are, we'll say
I'm
you're
gonna
in the
say-
process of saying things that are truthful.
Yes.
And for that, I will say that it didn't objectively break the contract. Therefore, as written, I'll allow it.
It is a good contract.
I hate my penmanship.
Does Hillock become paralyzed?
Paralyzed.
What would you do to the prisoner? The remaining prisoner? If it were up to you.
He's asking your group now specifically. Your other recruiter.
Oh, sorry. Well, what prisoner is the
It's Vara.
Vara.
Mara?
I would try to get as much information from her as I could.
And as a punishment? If
Who
she
am
were
I?
Arcon? What would she deserve?
And you're asking me to put myself in the shoes of who?
I'm asking you to put... Hold on. I'm asking you... Let me make sure I say this right. I am asking you to put yourself... No, I'm not asking that, and I didn't finish the sentence. I am
Wait,
asking
I'm
you... I'm saying it.
Okay.
I am asking you what you would do.
I am a mage. I would do nothing. I am below that position to make.
Do you truthfully believe that?
Yeah, definitely. I would think so.
Okay, that's, yeah.
You're a mage. And you believe you are below that. Yes, that is true.
He looks back at the other group.
Do you know why the traitor asked you, or someone you were with, for participation?
I have no idea. But I can make some guesses. Either we didn't know that man as well as we thought we did, or perhaps it was a ruse meant to throw you off the trail of what his true intentions were.
Oh, shit, that's smart. Okay. Yeah. Not bad. All right. These guys answer better than you do.
He looks back at you. What, you running out of ideas?
Are you talking to me?
No.
No,
This is one of the other.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was like, that was a long pause. Thought you were
I
talking.
don't know. What's your favorite color?
How is he going to
No.
answer this?
Why am I answering you? This isn't how this works.
Sorry.
I think you're answering him because you run out of ideas. And you're embarrassed. It's fine, Covenant. You're strong. You don't have to be smart.
I haven't run out of...
Yes! Yes!
Oh, wait, he's blinking. No, wait, that's Will.
I have to blink.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's amazing.
In this moment, Covenant is frozen in the room with you.
oh,
The two guards behind him look at him like, not understanding how his power works. What the fuck are you doing? Just a bit. The orc looks at you.
it appears.
Nods.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The door's closed.
No,
All right.
never.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
As
some things,
I'll
right?
look to you, Jack.
Yeah. I'm going to... There's two guards. I'm going to... Do I have to use an ability here? Or can I...
I just use your
Depends
power.
on what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the most obvious thing to do is try to make them go blind.
Okay. The
Right.
two guards in the room?
Yeah.
Can you do more than one at once? Because blind to deaf would be real.
Yeah, I guess I can maybe do one at a time, probably.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
since I'm pretty young. Yeah.
But
Take out every sense they have immediately on the spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
just remove everything that makes him human. And while you're making a blind, I'll turn to you, Greg, and I'll just.
Greg?
If you saw that.
Greg?
I did not. Are you? I'm gonna lean over. Are you asking me to crush their skulls?
Just knock them together.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk over.
We'll say you do it relatively quickly because.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they're going blind at the same time. All right, I'll let you walk. Sure.
Wait,
But
what?
they're gonna have a response, so you still want to probably do it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And my shirt's gonna rip completely off.
Okay. As
And
this happens,
actually, I'm not gonna yell.
Yeah.
Okay. You restrain yourself from yelling. As you do so, you stand up. You see both the guards looking at him confused, and then both of them just like their eyes almost cataracts over as they just both start waving their arms wildly and are about to what? And then immediately, Greg, you grab the two of their heads. These are not high-ranking guards, so I will say, for the love of the game, roll a strength check.
Is Covenant?
I'll give you advantage. It's with giant muscles.
And they can't see it coming.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a good advantage. 15 with fear.
Okay, 15 was exactly what you needed, so that was
The advantage
that was close.
nice.
Good deal.
But with fear, I will take that fear.
Mhm. It's all yours.
You stand, your shirt explodes off of you, and you grab both of their heads and just dong, and they both crumple to the ground behind the statue of Covenant. The orc stands up quickly and rushes over to help pull the armor off the bodies. He says,
I guess you guys can take the lead. You can have first dibs.
conveniently, on the bodies of these two corpses, you find, not corpses, they're just unconscious. They're both in leather armor.
Ooh.
There's one carrying a warhammer and a dagger affixed to his side, and the other has a very special blade, the one that was talking more. This is a returning blade.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I'll step
Now,
forward and
according to
immediately.
the contract
And they're all improved.
that Covenant made, paralysis is usually just muscular paralysis, right? He's probably witnessing all of this.
Completely
in the room?
cognizant of what's going on.
100%.
Yeah.
He actually can't move his eyes, but yes.
Okay.
Nice. I'm gonna step forward and take the returning blade off and pocket that, and I'm gonna, unless someone else wants it, I'm going to immediately start taking off the armor as well, one of the leather armors. I probably wouldn't, if it fits me.
I
Conveniently.
find armor to be too restrictive as I'm putting on my third shirt.
Okay. Then I'll, Jack, come on.
Yeah, I'll
The
grab
orc.
the other one.
The orc is
or
looking
attempt.
to, as you guys are pulling armor off and putting things on, taking weapons, he looks to the group and he starts pleading with them. He's like,
You can stay here and you can die. Or you can come with us. I'm not going to a fucking lesser noble and babysitting their goddamn kids. I want a chance at life.
Yeah. Ileana.
Yeah.
Look around. See what we can do around here.
Right.
You're the one for that.
Yeah.
And I'll
Okay.
turn and I'll turn and just kind of like, it's now or never.
knowledge check from Ileana or instinct, either like planning what you're going to do or looking for things that you can use.
Okay.
Hey, look, I'm going to need you to make one last presence check. I'll give you advantage because you have the help of the orc, who you still don't know the names of any of these people, but or you don't know his name actually. You asked everybody else's name. I don't think he told you his own name.
That's
No,
all
that's
right.
why I
He's a
kept
mysterious
referring to him as the
stranger. And I'll go ahead. I'll use
He's the
everyone's
orc.
best friend.
Love it.
I rolled a 16 with fear.
16 with fear. I am maxed out on fear, unfortunately, so I can't take advantage of that.
Well, that's a 21 with hope for me.
21 with hope. Okay. Ileana, you recognize that you're in a wine cellar.
Mhm.
There are casks of wine. There are also 2 bodies. Bodies that would be recognizable. There is a very heavy but convenient statue of Covenant currently in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Those are kind of your materials. There are a few things you could do. I'll leave that up to you. But this whole situation is sort of starting to wear on you. You're getting a little nervous.
Okay.
And you hear, as you're investigating the room, there's a commotion outside the door. You guys are running out of time. There's like some, would you hear that? What was the fucking... And you drowns out the rest of it.
That door's the only way out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't see another exit.
All right.
As you say this, Hillock, first of all, the twins stand up at the same time, look at each other, nod, look back at you, nod, look over at the orc, shake their heads, and then join the group. Zathiel, staring at the ground, looks up at you, looks at Greg. You're going?
Yes.
I'm Zathiel, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
He shakes Greg's hand. And he'll stand up. He's taller than all of you. Not quite. Actually, probably about the same height as Covenant. He's half giant. Covenant's just a big old fucker.
Yeah.
Am I close?
He
Apparently always.
No. He closes his eyes, and his eye on his forehead opens. The guard force outside the door is relatively weak. I think we could take them from what I saw upstairs. Beyond that, the first floor is useless to us. We'll have to keep going up the staircase to the second and find a way out there.
Okay.
Very useful power. Wow.
We should get moving now.
Closes his third eye, opens his eyes.
I expect trouble.
Before we get moving, I would like to just make...
Before you leave,
Yeah.
there is Bulna, who was the tiefling that they said was a bitch and probably wouldn't help.
We left.
She
It's too late.
sits.
Classic
She sits.
Infernus.
She sits with her legs crossed, rolls her eyes, and says, I'm not a bitch. I'm just smarter than you. She looks at the orc and says, Tor, if you don't mention anything of this, I'll come with you.
Deal.
And she stands and joins.
All right.
All
What,
right.
what
Now,
powers are we
You
working
can
with?
go.
What'd you say?
I guess
Oh.
we don't
He's asking.
know because they didn't tell us.
Yeah.
I think he just asked her.
The
Oh,
twins
oh, he's asking.
the twins grab each other's hands, and their opposite arm that's not holding hands starts to change shape and extend up, and their own heads start to extend and their necks start to extend, and they form like almost a hydra of like
Oh,
draconic
wow.
snapping heads
That's
with
so
their
cool.
own heads and the arms, but they have to be holding hands to do it.
You got any wings on that bad boy?
And they kind of shrink back down to the normal size. Not any functioning yet. Not that we've been able to figure out.
Okay. Got it.
And then Bulna just crosses her arms. And then she like pulls down on her face and she pulls the skin off of her face. And
Oh!
below that skin is the face of one of the guards upstairs.
Oh,
Oh,
that's...
Does
It's a
her body
disturbing
change or just her face?
way to do it.
She looks at you and says, in the guard's voice,
Well, it's not exactly comfortable. But yeah, I can do the whole body.
Okay.
That's convenient.
You want some privacy?
It'll take some time.
In that case, I'll walk over and I'll tap the statue in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking the same thing.
You might want to pick targets well.
I can try, but I can't get that tall.
Oh, good point. Darn. Well, wait,
Should we take?
Zathiel, how many guards are outside?
He closes his eyes. The third eye opens. Only 5 right now.
Perfect.
Seems stupid, though, no? Why would they leave us with such a small guard force?
Maybe an ambush.
Confidence?
They
They
probably
had
thought
7.
Covenant could take care of us.
That's a good
How-
point.
Oh,
He wasn't here originally, but
that's true. Yeah.
Perhaps he was assigned to the room.
if there's 5 outside, a quick wearing Covenant's face, tell him to get in here. We got 4 instantly snapped up, and one last one that can pretty easily be roughed up by the rest of us in an instant.
You
Smart.
don't even need to peek out the door. You could probably just imitate his voice and yell at them to come in.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at you and says, all right. She walks over and she is going to roll up the sleeve on Covenant's arm. She's going to bite down into his arm.
Oh man.
And she's going to pull off a chunk of flesh.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
No turning back now.
Yeah, let's hear.
His hide is tough. She reaches up, puts her fingernails into her forehead, and starts splitting the skin off of her face.
Oh my goodness.
You see the rest of them kind of like turn away. Like they've seen this before and they're not big fans.
Yeah.
It's taking some time for her to get ready.
Right.
But she just sort of pulls out the face part.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take too long if I try to do the body anyway.
Correct. There. All right. Greg, how about you get the last one that comes in?
He's all mine.
Jack, Ileana, or wait, you're wearing armor. Jack, be with me over here. We'll look innocent when they open the door.
Okay.
As we go over
What's
and
it-
we'll just sit across from the door. So their eyes are immediately focused on us.
Do you want-
coming in.
Do you want us to do anything?
Well, the Hydra will get the 4. Greg will get the 2nd. Be on standby.
Gavin and Glenora.
Gavin and Glenora. I apologize.
Yeah, everyone just calls us the twins. It's like we have fucking names. You called us Hydra. They walk over to each other.
Whatever.
Smooth
I
one.
like, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys assume your positions.
I'm gonna say before anyone attacks, let me try something when they first come in, and then I'm like get my blade out.
Before?
Well, like as they come in,
Well, okay, what is it?
and then I'm gonna like put a knife up to.
Is it a surprise?
I'm gonna put a knife up to Covenant's throat, and like we can just use him as threat. Say we'll cut his throat if they don't let us aside.
Why don't we just immediately knock him out?
Okay, that works
Both.
too.
I think your plan's not a bad fallback, though.
True.
If we can't
Stay
take him
near him.
out,
Stay
it
near
stops the battle. But if we leave him behind, then they'll just report as soon as we get out of. We drop
That's
the
true.
knife.
You're right.
him.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sorry.
All right. Bolna walks over to the door.
All right. Let me back out. I'm sick of this. Wait. What are you doing? No. Everyone in here.
And she is going to. Okay. door opens slowly.
You can't call us in here. We're not, like, you're a fucking mage. You can't.
Looks over at you. As they slow. Roll a presence check. I'm going to say...
Casual.
We need some
I'm
halfling luck
100%
right
I'm
here.
going to give you advantage for this because I love this, but it's a high DC.
Come on, baby.
High DC, you say? How about a 25?
It's a 25.
Yes! Yes!
Wow. That's insane.
Big time.
Okay.
Let's even with hope. Look at that.
Wow.
All right.
The halfling rolls, baby.
As you-
An 11.
They
and a
step in.
10.
You're a fucking mage. You're not in charge.
Look at this little guy. Hey, that's not so bad. Hey, check this out. Look at this fucking guy go. They all step in, and they're not even looking at the real Covenant standing just on the other side of the room. They all are just transfixed as they all step. The final one steps inside the door. All 5 are present. Greg
Well, I'm
or
gonna
John.
find
I suppose there's no point in using your fake names now. John.
grab the second one that was my cue, and I'm gonna say, "What did the fist say to the face?" And grow my arm to the size of unproportionally large, and then try and haymaker him. There we go.
Roll an attack. This time we're gonna do a real attack. Let you flex those muscles a little bit.
Ooh. Okay, that's a 23 with veer to hit.
23 with fear definitely hits though.
And what's the damage roll for enlarged hand? My Warhammer is D12 for perspective, and this is like 4 times the size of that. So
Oh, I see.
4 times.
I'll give you an extra D8.
There we go.
Let's do it. You know
Okay.
what? No. Well, I'll give you the choice. You can have an extra D8, or you can take a +4. You feeling risky?
Mmm.
Mm.
The average or the risk?
I'm gonna roll it. So a D12.
Yeah,
and a
roll
D8.
it. Roll it.
What it's all
Roll it.
about.
Roll it. Roll it. Keep rolling. Roll it.
I
Roll
rolled
it.
a 3 on the D8.
Ah, that's
Wah,
okay.
wah, that's not.
Or
Take the
on
plus-
the, I don't know. I don't think I'm adding the +6 like you would on a Warhammer, but the dice value that I rolled is 11. Oh, plus
Yeah.
my strength would be 14.
Wait, why aren't you adding the
Wait, no,
+6? You're using a Warhammer.
Oh,
You picked it
Or are
up
you just
further?
punching it? You have a Warhammer. I mean, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
just
yeah.
punch him.
well, no, I'll definitely use the Warhammer.
Yeah,
What
okay.
does the hammer say to the face?
Yeah. What does the hammer say to the face?
I actually think it's way funnier to say, "What does the fist say to the face?" and hit him with a hammer.
Guess we'll
What
never
did the
know.
fist say to the face? A fucking knife across the throat.
Okay, well that's 17 then.
Awesome. Yeah, 17 is enough. 17. You knock this guy. I'll say you can choose to do it lethally or non-lethally. These are just guards or enforcers. You know, these are not like the
I don't know if
important
I've had
people
my
are all
first
upstairs
kill yet, so-
discussing.
I'll knock him out. I'd say killing isn't my first instinct yet.
Great. Yeah, you knock him unconscious immediately. And I'll say as you do that, it is with fear, but Zathiel is going to be right at your 6, and he's going to shut the door quickly behind you
Thank you.
to seal it off.
It's clutch.
And he's going to say, "Nice shot." As that happens, the guards are going to turn to you all. Some attack rolls.
What?
Give me 1 second.
Ah!
Just picturing this happening.
All right. So, the first one, that is a 6 to hit Greg. Or sorry, John. Now I'm going to say the wrong ones. John.
That misses.
Okay. He's gonna swing at you. How would you like to block? Are you gonna dodge? Are you gonna parry?
I'm going to enlarge my right pec to deflect.
It just buries itself in the muscle tissue, and then you sort of like pull the muscle back around it. So it didn't actually do any a deep enough cut to do any significant damage. The next one is going to swing at Zathiel, who is near you. Yeah, that's a 2 on the die. Hey, man, I'm still me, baby. I still got it.
You still will.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go for a thrust, and Zathiel, although not a combat-oriented ability, still a half giant. He just like he grabs the blade as the guard goes to stab it at him, and just like pushes it down into the ground. He's bleeding down the blade on his hand, but not to any significant degree. And the guard just looks up at him like, "Oh fuck." Another one is going to swing at Hillick. He's going to say,
I never should have trusted you.
That's a 4 on the die. That's not going to hit. Still haven't rolled
I can't do it.
Exactly that. 100% exactly that. Okay. And then fourth one and final one is going to swing at the twins. And that is still sub 10 on the die. Swings out at them, and they, like, this time quicker than you saw last time, grab each other's hands instinctively and reach an arm out, and the arm turns into one of those mouths which just catches the blade and actually pulls it out of his hands. And the mouth kind of looks down at them. All right, back to you guys.
I'm gonna step forward with a purpose and crinkle my eyebrows, focus, and then thrust out both of my hands. And all targets... I get within melee range. Are any of these... Can I get within melee range of multiple?
Yeah, I'll say 3.
Okay. So I'm going to make a spellcasting roll against all 3 of these in an attempt to throw them back using the metal that they're wearing on their armor against the wall. And I crit.
Okay, yeah. That'll definitely do it.
That's
Okay.
good.
So they get forced back to far range, but essentially,
I mean,
however far
you're
the
going to
wall
say
is-
Magneto and not Mistborn in this situation is insane.
Come on, son. You know where... That's true. I didn't say it. Who said it?
No.
I did.
Skyler said Magneto.
Just because you're reading it.
I mean,
Just you're not a real fan, is all.
that is only 15 damage. It's not a very powerful attack. That's even with the bonus.
Fortunately, these are your standard issue enforcers. How would you like to, let's say, dismantle these 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If any of these besides you 3 other mages had seen me do that thing in the demonstration, you can tell this has a lot more power behind it. And I essentially just shoved them back into the wall, and their helmets like boom, like straight back into the stone. And then I almost hover them there like it's pressing, and their armor starts like doot, doot, and then I let them fall.
And the twins and Bolna kind of look at you, nod. Bolna kind of stands closer to you a little bit. All right, the final guard. Who would like to deal with them?
Moment, I guess.
What'd you say?
I had a lot of combat, so if you
Go
guys
fight
want to
her.
do combat
Yeah,
stuff,
I'll
go
go
for
ahead. I'll attempt to cast projectile vomit on this last guard here.
I can't do it. I can't.
That is a 13 with hope.
Yeah.
Called you out.
Is it a spell cast? Or is this just to hit them? Okay.
Yes.
Does hit 12 difficulty 12, so you've just barely hit.
Come on, baby.
On
So-
a success, he throws up from a horrible taste in his mouth, and I deal 2d6 plus 4.
He throws up.
damage.
I can't do
This guy went through a lot
15.
in those 7 seconds.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I rolled 11 on my 2d6s.
I'm going to say this. At this moment, I can't do it. I can't. All the guys get flung against the wall and crushed. Oh, for fuck's... And I'm going to have Tilbury, I'm going to have you make a agility reaction roll.
Look at covered.
God.
Please be low. Please be low.
The one time the halfling luck
It's
runs out.
11.
I'll say that you don't get coded because you are quite agile. But I'll say this. You go to push back, and although you dodge most of it, the propulsion from your push splatters puke everywhere. And so you get some splattered on you. You also get it on the twins and back onto the guy. So it sort of backfires. And you guys are left watching this guy, like, all of his insides coming out. He's truly suffering. And you're going to see who you heard, just his name finally at the end. His name is Tor. The orc is going to step forward, and his whole arm solidifies, and he's just going to full-on haymaker this guy and dent in the side of his helmet as the puke stops and the head twists. You think this guy may not have been non-lethal damage as he falls down.
That's right. Don't worry about
And
it. Just a month.
Tor just says,
All right. I'm glad that we chose to be on your side, not against you. I can see that now.
and they all start stripping them of their armor and putting it on.
All right.
Yeah, did I take the armor of the... Who took this armor the second
You could have.
original card?
You could have.
I thought that I
Yeah.
took the second one.
Okay,
You did. You
Okay.
guys,
Okay.
whoever needed armor and weapons, from what I had asked of you before, you got the things you were going to get. So
Yes.
they now arm themselves with what was remainder of the stuff. And Zathiel, still standing close to John, is going to close his eyes and open the eye. They're finishing deliberations. We need to move quickly. There's nobody in the hallway right now. But they're starting to disperse. We have to go.
Let's go.
Second floor.
Should we take out
Yes.
Covenant while we have the chance? Right
No.
now? Okay.
No, he's
That's
first.
brutal.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
They'll hunt us down forever if we do that. Let's go.
Why,
going to
they
win.
will do the same thing even if we don't.
Still,
There's no time.
no time.
Zathiel
I'm just
standing
going
by
to
the
make him
door.
experience the worst taste he's ever experienced in his life in his mouth as we leave.
As you guys leave, you've turned the statue into a fountain as you see puke pouring down the sides of his clenched jaw, eking between the teeth.
Oh, he might suffocate. All right. Anyway.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, as we're moving through, most everyone looks like a guard. I'm gonna mostly have, essentially be tucked like a football under Zathiel's arm.
As we run.
As everyone else is in guard wear, so we can kind of, if we move with purpose, we can kind of get through things.
Zathiel is the only one that's not wearing armor because
That's true.
nobody was big enough for him
Nobody was
to
big enough.
fit in it. Yeah.
We're
But
escorting the prisoner.
you're moving as quickly as you can. Are you guys trying to just sprint, or are you trying to blend in?
I would.
Marching with purpose,
Yeah.
in a circle around
Yeah,
Zathiel mostly, and then I'm also hidden in there, but most eyes will probably be on Zathiel as I
Yeah.
will communicate. Essentially, keep eyes. What's our route?
Zathiel's he's gonna say, I can't do both. And he's gonna put a hand on John's shoulder, and he's gonna close his eyes as he opens his third eye. He's gonna, before he does that, hand you to Tor, who is also well built and totally capable of carrying you.
All right. Well, I mean,
not to
I
mention-
can walk, but
Not to mention, though, you don't want to pass up on this opportunity. The arm that's holding you is the perfect density. It's like a pillow trove.
like I really don't.
Oh, wow. yeah.
It's soft but firm where it should be.
Wow.
Oh,
So-
my.
You're bedding into his arm like a cat. Yeah, so he closes his eyes and you just hear him saying like, right, up. We have to go up from here. We can't go left. And he guides you all. We'll say you successfully skirt around this dispersing crowd, but it's only a matter of time.
Mhm.
And you make your way up a spiral staircase heading up towards the second floor. At this moment, as you've reached kind of the second story, you hear a scream of rage from downstairs. And voices start to build. You guys, Zathiel looks at you all, has opened his eyes at this point, as he had been paying attention to where everybody was in the main room. Closes his eyes quickly and opens the third eye. Oh, fuck. It's the Gatewatch. And as you say that, as he says that, you hear explosions behind you, following up the stairwell. And you turn, and he opens his eyes and just says, "Run!" As you all take off, heading towards the other end of this hallway. It opens up into a wider space, sort of like a secondary gathering area on the second story. The balconies behind you overlook the main hall, but this place is somewhat secluded. There are stained glass windows on all the walls, but as you get in there, you hear explosions behind you before, like sliding in across the ground, you see the disheveled hair of that same mage that had called out Drenathan in the gathering. And she has a wild look in her eyes. I'm not letting you escape again. I knew you were a part of this. This is going to be combat.
All right.
Hope she's ready to die.
So be it.
Who's making first move?
Me.
Does she have first move?
All right.
I will... Did Vesha and Vomer...
Vomer. Yeah.
Vomer. You grew up in the outer circle, yes?
Yeah, we
Mhm.
did.
I will let you both roll a knowledge check to see if you know or have heard of who this person is. They are a prominent member of Gatewatch. Of
23 with fear.
That is
The Pearlescent Parapets
13
of
with hope.
Gatewatch. What was the 21? It was 21 with fear?
23.
23. Okay. Yeah, as you would expect, Vesha, you remember. Vomer, I'm sure that it was brought up. It seems familiar. Can't remember the name. But this is Shatter. And she is one of the prominent members of Gatewatch and a pretty powerful mage. She's not a member of the 10. She's not specifically one of the High Council mages, but she's no joke. And she slides in and turns and readies her hand for another one of her attacks. But I will give you guys the first move.
All right. Greg, you wanted it. Just
Yeah,
John now.
Yeah, it's just real quick. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys have seen this before, but this is the first time I'm doing this on this mission is I will become unstoppable. And to do that, I will, of course, flex every single muscle in my upper body, and my muscle mass grows to a point to where my head looks comically small because it stayed the same size.
Nice.
And I'm just like, all right. And that's it.
Hell yeah. I'm also going to start a countdown. D4.
Bomir, I'm going to look at you. Oh, I'm sorry, Hillig.
No. I'm just responding to.
Yeah, I feel like it would
countdown.
make sense usually for Vomer to use his abilities to
I was gonna look at you and do a nod, and you and I have practiced this many times. I want to initiate a tag team. Go for it
Hey!
straight at that. Something that we would have practiced in the past.
Yeah, we need a big opener here. Come on, baby.
Let's do this. Is she wearing anything? I mean, obviously she's wearing something, but is she wearing anything that's like sharp and metal?
Yeah, most of her outfit is like made for mobility. It's like lighter leather armor, but she does have metal accented pieces. It is sort of like Fire Nation-esque, where it's got like spiked pauldrons, but definitely a different color scheme. More of that kind of like pearlescent pattern at times.
Great.
Left shoulder exposed.
Yeah. All right.
As all good council member or council races are.
I'm going to cast a spell that tries to take control of those like spiked things on her wrists and like rip them off and go towards her neck. Is the attempt.
Love it.
It kind of works. Just punches herself in the face.
Right. That's a 20 with hope for me. And then Vomir, what are you doing?
I'm trying to think of something we would have done, but I guess I
Can
will
you mess with
attempt-
their nervous system? Is that like the sensory of pain?
I can. I have a spell called neuropathy, whereas when I can intensify, I guess. I was mainly make them to not be able to feel limbs, like go numb, tingly. But
Did they take pain with it?
yeah, they take.
Yeah, you can do whatever you
dude.
want.
And
with
that
the
you
tag
should
team.
do that, and that would assist me in like
Okay.
ripping it off of her, flavor wise.
All right, that is 15 with
Okay.
fear.
I had 20
Alright,
with
well.
hope. I'll take that.
Okay.
20 with hope is probably the good one.
Does that hit, Mr. GM?
20 with hope. Hits.
Yes.
Nice.
That is.
Oh, I didn't help you very much. Sorry.
Well, it was 7 from me.
4 magic damage.
Good.
All right.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, 11 damage.
And
baby.
the next time they deal damage to an ally, it is reduced by half.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, did I? Oh, we used hope, so that the second half doesn't apply.
11 damage is minor damage.
Good.
But you do, as this happens, you start to. Sorry, describe me one more time what Volmare was attempting to help with.
Well, I'm gonna say since I'm gonna make her feel like almost like the feeling of a carpal tunnel in her hands, like really intense pain as those are ripping off from her wrists, and that's gonna linger for her next attack. I'm gonna say that's maybe what reduces the attack by half.
Nice.
Yeah, so you see that she lands and she reaches up to snap the finger again. And as she goes to snap her finger, her hand does kind of like convulse and her fingers start to curl up. And you hear her like, ah. And then as that happens, she lets her guard down for a second. And the bracer doesn't snap off, but it does pull her arm up to her head and sort of like dig the sides of it into, she sort of like tucks her jaw, but scrape up the side of her face as she almost does punch herself in the face, but really just digs in the spiky part of her gauntlet.
Nice. And that was with hope, boys.
Which she pulls away. I'm going to immediately interrupt your hope with a fear.
Oop.
And she is going to... what do I want to do first? She is going to snap out of this convulsion in her wrist, and she's going to look up towards the ceiling, and she's going to snap. And you see above you, there are these enormous chandeliers for this sort of like ballroom area, the secondary dance floor. And these explosions just tear through above the chandeliers as they start to fall around you. I'm going to spend an extra fear to do this. You will have to make an instinct reaction roll.
All of us?
Yep, everyone.
16 was.
Jeez. 8.
I stopped myself.
Oh, I saw a 2 and I panicked, but I got a crit.
Hey.
Wow, you're on fire. I got
Attaboy.
21.
What was yours?
21.
21. A
21.
crit.
8.
8.
16.
16. John
Yeah.
and Vesha,
Wow.
you both are unable to get out of the way. Vomer, you attempt to lunge towards Vesha to help, older brother instincts and all, but you're unable to get there. Vesha, why don't we say that you push him away instead with your psychokinesis. So it actually pushes. He turns to try to like cover you, and you just launch him out of the range of them as they fall on top of you. John, you get crushed beneath, but maybe by choice. I don't know. John's a pretty confident man.
Yeah. I'm.
He's chilling.
While the attack was coming, I accepted it,
Right.
and I was like, "All right,
And-
this is what's happening."
Exactly. In Tilbury, I mean, nothing can keep down a flea. You just sort of boing and are out of the way. And the rest of the group, unfortunately, is unable to get out of the way as they were more centrally in the room. They are piled upon, but you see at the last second, Tor sort of like jumps over top of some of the softer members, and his body just like absorbs most of the impact. You see some of the chandelier pieces just sinking into him. But all of you that failed are restrained and vulnerable until you dig yourselves out.
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
And I get 2 fear because 2 of you failed.
Arrgh.
Okay. Then, Relentless. Gonna make another attack. This one is just going to be at Hillock. Tilbury, who made his way out. 13?
13 misses.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty low roll.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
so she snaps and the chandeliers fall and then turns with the other hand and snaps again and says, "No, you don't." And you do.
I did.
You change trajectory midair, pushing off of the air itself as the explosion is left in your wake. Sort of like, anti-aircraft missiles exploding behind the plane as
Oh,
it's flying
nice.
past.
Yeah. That's sweet.
As that happens, she's going to get frustrated and make sure I spent that fear. And she's going to turn and make her third attack at the other person who didn't get restrained, Vomer. That is a 20 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
Third attack.
It's a third attack.
Oh my.
That's a lot.
Good heavens.
Good heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
You beat me to it.
You take 28
Oh my god!
physical damage as it's just concussive force.
Wait, I'm restrained.
Yeah, you're good. I will
Wait.
mark an armor slot.
No, you're
That's
not.
weird.
You're unstoppable.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, this is a new thing for me.
Oh, yeah.
So you try to restrain me, and I just flex.
That's right, baby.
And in that case, I am your shield. Assuming they're within very close range of me.
Of course. Yeah, he was pushed back towards you. Vesha
Amazing.
knew what she was doing.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump in front and take this off my huge lats. And I'm looking down at you.
It's
like,
yeah, it's the meme of like
Head.
the soldier kneeling and looking and like all the stuff in its back. You're just over top of Vomer as he's like on this back looking up at you, and the explosion tears through your back. 28 points of physical damage.
that's gonna hurt in the morning. So I
Cool,
reduced
man,
that
cool.
down from being unstoppable to
I'm gonna
mage.
say you should probably mark a hit point.
And then I'll mark that armor slot down to minor. And I'll take a hit point.
Okay. I do get a fear because
Momentous.
momentous. Yeah, and that is her turn.
All right.
It's
Well,
back to you guys.
as was it the chandelier that hit
It's a bunch of chandeliers.
Bundeliers? Bundeliers.
And bundeliers.
Bundeliers.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Bundeliers.
Or a bunch of chandeliers.
As it makes contact with him, she will notice that she gets this feeling of vertigo. The room starts spinning a little bit because when a creature causes you or an ally within close range to mark any number of hit points, I'm going to mark a stress to hex them. The hex is called vertigo.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
while hexed, they gain a penalty to their damage thresholds equal to my spellcast trait.
Oh, sorry. That
You take half
28
damage.
is halved.
I
Yeah.
just remember that too.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be
Dang it.
14
So-
damage that you took. You could still mark an HP if that's something you want to do. Although, is that your minor?
It's my
Or is-
minor. I don't think I
Can't
Sorry.
then. Unstoppable.
Save it. You save
Well,
it.
wait,
For
wait.
the future.
It was minor before unstoppable, yes?
28 is
Well,
minor?
No,
Or
it
14.
have.
14 was minor?
14.
Yeah, 14 is minor for me.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah,
well.
so you can't
Which
even do it.
It automatically reduces.
Yeah.
all
Statistically, she's
physical
gonna hit
damage.
one of us.
Eventually.
All right, I'll wait. She doesn't have vertigo yet.
Well,
I
yeah, I
just
don't know
wanted
the
to-
game too bad.
Oh,
You
wait,
want to get,
that's
I mean,
right.
to be clear, you still got a lot of value out of your first spell. I didn't want to short you on that.
Yes.
You saved your tank a bunch of stuff. You
Yeah.
took effectively no damage from that.
Oh yeah.
So very good.
Oh, yeah. Very good. All right.
It is back to you guys. Did you want to do anything else?
Can I try to get unrestrained, boys? I have a thing that could help us that we can keep going, as long
Do
as I
it.
don't roll low.
To be fair, that's how the game works.
Yeah. I meant okay. I'm
always
gonna.
true.
Now, Will, can I make a offer? Can I instead of
Sure,
using
you can always
strength-
make an offer.
instead of using strength, can I use my spell cast because I'd be trying to like get this stuff off of me psychokinesis?
Brother, you got it. That's
Yes!
exactly what the power's for.
Yup.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck.
I'm gonna spend 3 hope.
No,
No, that's not this
genuine.
class. Oh wait, no,
No.
dang it.
Hey, wait, did you fail your roll?
Yes.
I'm going to spend 3 hope using my Witch's Charm. When you or an ally within far range rolls a failure, I can spend 3 hope to change it into a success.
Oh.
With fear.
Oh yeah, and then I'm
fearless.
gonna use fearless and mark 2 stress to change it to hope instead.
Oh, yeah? Well, I forgot an ability of my character, actually, and this isn't a
I thought
joke.
you were just gonna oh.
When you don't mark an armor slot to reduce the damage, you do have to mark a stress.
So okay, so that's a stress for
John
me.
has to
Me?
mark stress.
Yeah,
So I succeed
That
with
negates unstoppable.
hope.
it's concussive.
Yeah, I'm just like, look out, and then straight on the back of my head, just like, cool.
Yeah. You're still staring down at him, but like there's 2 of them. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like, ugh.
Both of you are safe.
yeah.
So thanks to all that, I succeed with hope, and I throw
Saved
these
2 birds by one stone.
objects off of me and stand back up.
Love it. Just shards of glass spray across the room and pieces of metal stab into the walls as you like lift up off the ground and back up to your feet. Great. That was with hope.
Thanks, Vomer.
Thanks to Vomer.
Vomer. Say my own sibling's name right.
It's your brother. I mean, how would you know his name?
Yeah.
All right, it's still our turn though. I
Yeah.
cut you off.
Yeah, Hillick, did you want
You
to
had something else?
Helic. No, you can go.
Oh, okay. You just wanted free. All right, got it.
I just want to be free.
Hey, Greg, you hit him high. I'll hit him. Oh wait, no, I'll hit him high. You hit him. Whatever, you know it. As
Tag team.
And also
All right.
John, right? Or are you still going by fake names?
I'm
I love
still
that
going
Hillick
by-
is committed. Yeah.
I'm still going by fake names.
They might not know yet.
That's true. I mean, to be fair,
We could just be
it's
getting
still
attacked.
good to not give them your real names.
Are we
There's
still
nothing
under
wrong
the
with that.
contract to be like, my name's Greg?
We'll say 10 minutes is up just for the sake of... You had a combat earlier downstairs and then they had to change, and yeah. 10 minutes is up. Because I do not want to have to remember that.
Yeah.
John, you look really strong.
Yeah.
Oh no. Your head doesn't look weird like that.
Ooh. All right, I got a 22 with hope.
Yeah, we'll
Nice.
take yours.
Okay,
We will use yours.
and I did mark a stress to use boost
Nice.
to get in there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm attacking with boost. Which should
I'm going to initiate my Body Basher ability. I've been waiting to be mega sized for this, where I can use the full force of my body in a fight. On a successful attack, using a weapon with a melee range, gain a bonus to my damage roll equal to my strength. It's pretty minor,
And
but-
don't forget your unstoppable die.
and my unstoppable die will be included in
Yeah.
this roll.
It's just the number, though. You don't roll it.
Just
Yes. Yeah, one now it ticks to 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know the guardian. And
This
so
is a really good roll. I don't know why I rolled this.
I also rolled really well.
Nice.
And in fact, I rolled a max.
Nice.
Dang, I didn't quite, but
4. Oh, it's my proficiency. So
Your max is 4.
33.
Ooh, dang.
oh, I got 30.
physical.
Yeah, you just beat me.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Dang, boys.
63?
Big number.
As while focused on others around, and now Greg charging in, all of a sudden just a flipping kick
Yes.
will come in as I just connect on the top of her head with just a pulse.
And I'm going
Yeah.
low with the hammer.
Yeah, she sees the hammer coming, and like sort of like what a ship would release behind it to try to stop missiles. She like launches out a spray of flares in front of you to distract you, and you just like slow-mo swing through the flares as they're like burning cinders off the sides of your body, and you tear through, and her hands are still in front of her trying to launch more as you connect and just like knock her head downward as her body gets pushed backwards, and in that exact moment you just see like the and then the foot connect on the top of her, or the back of her head, as she just gets like launched backwards and folded and like does like a reverse gainer, like flips
Nice.
backwards and then slides on the ground, but pulls her head up with blood, spits blood onto the ground. She is a trained warrior.
Yes. Also for fun, I can mark a hope to force her to also mark a stress, because that seems appropriate in this moment.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That is that's severe damage, boys. You did it.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
I would. Yeah.
And it was with hope.
It was with hope.
Indeed.
I am going to interrupt your hope.
No.
I had a feeling.
Fuck your hope. She is going to angrily like snarl, and then she's just going to launch a volley of explosive shots at Tilbury. You have pissed her off for sure.
Understandable.
That's a 10.
Hey, I'm a slippery little eel.
Yet again, the rocket takes off and behind him
she's
in his wake.
Woohoo!
She is, in fact. I will use 2 fear now, and she's gonna like rear up with both hands and swing both hands through and snap and she's going to attempt to use a flashbang. In the middle of the room, there is this enormous explosion. I will say pretty much all of you have to make an agility reaction. Actually, I'm going to say, does that make sense? Yeah, agility reaction roll. It's basically your ability to respond in time to like duck and cover.
17.
22.
Oh my gosh. I crit with ones.
Hey!
Ooh, I only
That's
got.
good.
I was going to say, for my avoiding it, I'm going to dim my hearing very fast so it doesn't affect me.
Yeah, nice. And I
Nice.
assume your vision, because it is a flashbang.
Yeah, vision and it's a flash in both. Really fast.
Incredible. Greg, you rolled what?
22.
22. You said 17, Vesha?
Yes.
I'm using in Tilbury, that was a 13.
Yeah.
Tilbury?
Agility's my thing. Ah!
Well, you are in a tough, you're above the battlefield. It's kind of hard to like turn away and like
I have no
mid-flight.
Or we could say that
Yeah.
I like got people that I could see really fast and he wasn't there.
I will say Tilbury and Vesha, you both failed. So
Okay.
that doesn't really
Oh.
fit your, I doubt you would leave out Vesha from that. So we'll
Right.
say that you are able to, you only have time to dim your own. And John, your traps are so big.
Yeah.
Like
You
horse
can't
blinders.
hear it. Yeah, they're like earmuffs. Yeah, exactly. And you can't turn around anyway, so it's
no
behind
neck
you.
mobility.
'Cause you just swung, so you're here. But Vesha, unfortunately, it is right in between you and Tilbury, and you had no time to respond. You guys are going to take... Ooh. Oh. It was 46. I rolled 2 6s and then 2 1s. Like,
Everything balanced.
oh yeah,
out.
you think you're gonna have a good time? Fucking idiot. That is still 19 damage to both of you. Magic
Nope.
damage. And you are blinded and deafened until you take an action with disadvantage.
Mm,
Did
Okay.
either of you mark a hit point?
I did.
I did.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
And that was the second action. Then for the third action, she's going to... first of all, she's going to leave John's range. She's going to, like, throw up a small flare right in your face and then, like, roll between your legs and run behind you. And as she's running, she's going to look over at Vesha and try to cause an explosion right in front of you. She's still trying to stay in the middle of the group. That's a 21.
Yes. This is me, right? Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
$22 points of damage.
All right. I'll mark another armor slot and take another HP.
Perfect. I think that resolves that. Oh yeah, that's her turn. Back to you guys.
I'm going to attempt. You'll
Wait,
hear.
Hold on,
Oh.
real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Also, I can't
Um,
hear.
Oh. Yeah. I also that doesn't make a lot of sense because I'm blind and deafened. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When she throws this flashbang, something very weird happens to her vision. She gets vertigo. The room starts spinning. I'm gonna mark a stress to cause this vertigo to her. While under this hex, you gain a penalty to your damage thresholds equal to my spellcast trait, which is 3, and a penalty to your difficulty equal to our tier, which is 2, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. That's a
And I
great
can only
move.
have one target hex at a time, and because of my subclass Moon, when
Right
But
now?
name it something. Name it something that's
I know,
more
yeah,
relevant.
I'm gonna. I was just gonna call it maybe darkness for like the blinding cause or something.
I mean, I think the subclass is your power, right? Your subclass is like
Yeah.
biological manipulation.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, the 5 senses, my subclasses. When a creature within far range that I have cursed with a hex fails an attack roll, they must mark a stress. So,
Ooh.
you're
You're gonna have to help me remember that.
I'll try. And then I'm going to attempt to cast tinnitus on this person here.
Yeah.
So remember, I guess the DC's -2. That's probably not going to do it, boys. That was a 10 with hope, though. Oh,
I do think it's pronounced tinnitus.
It can be
Really?
either one.
I've always
I-
said
'cause-
I've always said tinnitus. Maybe it's a.
I think it's one of those in the medical field where everyone can you say whatever you want, baby.
I have definitely heard both, but I think tinnitus.
The
Just
Electronon
because we're
process?
putting this on the internet, I think it's worth saying, so somebody can stop commenting that.
The Electronon
It's
process.
like-
Honestly, I wish we got correction comments. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Just tearing our asses apart.
hey, if you're watching this right now, correct us in the comments.
Yeah, don't. I'm just kidding. I'm so soft. Don't do that.
Mayor, didn't you? You were like, wait, did you have something else?
No, I can't
Okay.
use that.
Wait, you still made your attack, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
It was a
Yeah.
it was a 10.
It was a.
Oh, I
it was
didn't
a
hear it.
10
I'm
with
sorry. I
hope.
was too busy being nervous
about
that we were gonna get
tinnitus?
corrected. 10 with hope, even with the decreased difficulty, does not hit. But you
Yeah.
do notice as she's rushing across the battlefield, she stumbles and like veers to the side quickly and like catches herself and shakes her head and looks up at you, and you see her eyes doing this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stagmus, huh?
Okay.
Which way are they beating? And then I'll know how to fix it.
Right towards not beating.
Stop.
Okay.
Jokes.
You did your attack and you failed, which means it's me. And you failed with was that hope or fear?
It was hope.
Okay.
hope.
She is gonna right herself and look around the room, scanning, and see you, hands extended, assumedly, or at least like focusing on her. She's gonna remember the demonstration where you guys showed her your powers, and she's gonna unleash an attack at you. That's a natural 20. She didn't like that one bit.
Unfortunate.
She didn't like it one bit that you did that.
Help.
Yeah, don't even worry about it because I am your shield.
Thank God.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I had a perfect form lat spread and die.
Let's rip.
That is 75 points
my
of physical
God.
damage.
Oh my
That's gotta be
God.
massive,
Not the
right?
lads. Not the lads.
Yeah, that's massive. Unstoppable will reduce that to severe. And then I'll mark an armor slot. I think I can mark more than one, but I'll just mark one right now. And I'll take a couple HP.
Sure. And she'll notice as you jump in front and sort of like jumping on the grenade, like try to almost like hug it as it launches your head back and you get knocked almost off your feet. And she just keeps running at Vomer, and she says, I knew letting Covenant watch them was a mistake. And she's going to attack again.
I have a. If I can do a spellcast reaction roll, can I do that at any point? It says when an ally with
What does it say? There's probably a trigger.
damage.
Yeah, then yeah.
Ally.
Yeah.
So after he takes it, I'm going to attempt the spellcast reaction roll. That is. I still add my spellcast trait on this, correct?
Yeah.
16. With that doesn't matter on a reaction roll what it is, right?
16.
No, it doesn't.
What is are you targeting?
Yeah, it's from the target that I can see. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
16 with the difficulty
Yes.
detraction is exactly
yeah.
enough.
Yes.
Okay. So on a success, this is called toxic smell. They have an intense and painful smell hit their nose, kind of like wasabi, like that burning that goes up the side
Back of
the
your
throat.
throat. Yeah.
And they
man,
mark a
it, like,
stress.
Lights up your nerves.
I mark a stress now since it was a success. Let me do that real quick. And then I roll d6 damage using my proficiency. So 2d6, 5 damage.
Nice.
5 damage. Sorry, did you say mark a stress as well?
No. I mark a stress.
You mark a stress, and
Yes.
and she takes 5 damage. I mean, that is minor, but
I mean, hey.
it's minor.
Chip
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
That's right. As you see,
Is that all it does?
Yeah.
She finishes that like, I knew we shouldn't have let Covenant watch you, and then as that attack that she was making at you was a 11.
Oh,
Ooh.
that just misses.
Nice.
As the explosion happens up and above you, away from you, far enough, she's like grabbing at her face now. Nobody listens to me. And she'll make another attack. She's pissed off at you. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna do that.
It's 29 points of physical damage.
Yeah. All right. That is my severe. I'm going to mark armor slots and mark 2 HP.
It's back to you guys.
Okay.
This one
Me.
connects.
How does my condition get cleared again?
You have to hit.
Just make an attack with disadvantage.
Okay. So if I give myself advantage on an attack, does that not clear it?
How are you going to give yourself advantage?
Boost?
Do you think that boost in this situation would
You're-
reasonably clear this disadvantage?
Well, no, because I don't have a way to reasonably clear the disadvantage. So.
Right. Yeah, I think just make the attack with disadvantage. You don't have to succeed. You don't have to
I'm just
succeed.
gonna
You're just like stunned. It's that moment of like your screen's coming back and you hear this squealing.
Yeah. It's all right. Well, I'll hop in on the action. Honestly, I can relate. We're both dazed. We're having a bad time.
Yeah.
I might as well just go for my forceful push, because why not?
Oh, the countdown did only trigger. I think you. Okay, so I'll just full transparency so that you guys can help me remember. It's when you miss. You've missed one time, right? I've had to interrupt you both other times. I'm pretty sure the only time you missed was when Vomer missed.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, also,
we've
I
been.
got to have you mark a stress when you missed that. Did you mark a stress when your attack missed me?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
I don't know if it's too late to mark that.
No. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah,
exactly what you
baby.
should do.
Okay.
I gotta remember the thresholds too. The 5 was not gonna be affected by that threshold. But
Well, there's going to be another miss. Because
it's good.
that's not advantage die, that's disadvantage die. That's sad. That is going to be 13 with hope.
Oh.
13 with hope does miss,
hope,
but
though.
you get your hope. Nobody fucking rolls with fear. It's all good. I'm not mad.
You have momentum.
Comes. Oh, and I forgot about that too. Thank you. There's a lot of things to remember in this game. Not really every game. Okay, so I hit you. I hit you for sure. And I hit you for sure. I'm gonna give myself 3 because I know I hit Vesha, I know I hit John, and I know I hit Vomer since I forgot. So that's where we're at. Okay. Back to me. Back to me. I'm going to have her turn and Tilbury, you kind of shoot wide as she ducks out of the way, and you sort of ricochet off of the ground next to her.
I got her. Oh, that's a chair.
Yeah. The chair explodes. She's going to turn, and she's going to take advantage of the fact that you seem to be disoriented and try to take an attack at you because you've been annoying. That is a 21. Does she finally hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't Doc anymore.
You bastard. 25 points of physical damage.
Ouch. That is major. I'm gonna mark an armor slot and take an HP. As I just I'm slapped against the shattered chair.
I'm going to do another. I'm going to spend 2 fear. I'm going to do another flashbang. This one's just going to be because of how you guys have spread in my mind. This is going to just be on John and Vomer. So I have in my mind like Tilbury and Vesha are on the other side of her, and she is close to John and Vomer, who are really close.
This is
to each
an
other.
agility reaction, right?
Indeed.
John, agility reaction.
11.
17.
Darn.
17 is a success with the decreased
Ooh.
difficulty.
Nice.
So, but Vomer, unfortunately, that is a fail. So that is going to be 16 points of magic damage, and you are blinded and deafened until you take an action.
Okay.
But with that, no, she is going to make one more attack, spend another fear. We're going to make an attack at Vesha, who is still incapacitated. Actually, no, going to make another attack at John. She's like, take advantage of the situation. Try to burn them down. Vesha hasn't done anything in a while, so she's not as concerned about it. That is going to be a 17.
That hits.
And that will be 15 points of physical damage is all.
Okay. That is minor, so I'll reduce that to nothing.
Nothing. Okay, back to you guys.
I'm gonna yell out your name, John, and then initiate a tag team with you this time.
Blindly, you're going to initiate a tag team. Yeah, I mean, you can.
Wise decision.
Vesha is the sister of Vomer. Now,
That's correct.
This is just for flavor. This
Wait,
isn't gonna change
who's
anything.
initiated tag team so far?
I did with Vomer.
Oh, you can't.
can only
with-
do
you
one.
can't.
Take
Ross,
one.
yeah.
I couldn't remember. I thought you could do it with multiple. John, initiate. I'm just-
Yeah, I pick up what you're putting down. A tag team.
All right.
All right.
I'll
we go.
allow it. I'll allow it.
And
Was that 3 hope?
Yeah, it's 3 up to it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna throw my dagger. Now I have faced the effects of Vomer doing this to me from time to time when he was pissed at me growing up. It's not gonna. I'm still saying I had disadvantage, but I'm just saying like I'm more comfortable than you probably would expect. In
I
this.
think that's a fun twist.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give you a +1.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what's them rolls?
16 with the +1.
And I rolled a crit.
All
All right.
Okay.
That's amazing. 20 plus 10, 30. That's 32 magical damage. As when I throw my knife, it's definitely off point. I just threw it as hard as I physically could. And then for the briefest moment, I connect like kinetically with a piece of her armor, and then I reconnect to like give myself the position, and then I reconnect with mine and zip it towards her.
Yeah, you like just tug on the armor a little bit so you know where
Yeah.
she's at, and then just push them together. Love
Yeah.
it.
I also crit my damage rolls. Rolled 2 2s.
Fuck yeah!
For a
Exploding
total
die.
of, 22 damage. Yep.
Nice, and 32 for me.
22 and 32, so 54 damage. That is definitely, well, let's see, with the -3, no, not. It is definitely severe, though.
Yes.
So that
In
is
there.
another 3 points of damage. As, we'll say, as you described, Vesha, you call out, we'll say you call out, even though John technically initiated it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And John, you're gonna step forward as she's like assaulting you and Vomer. Vesha yells out, and she turns like to glance in that direction. You take that brief opening to just like plant a foot down and just basically like become an unstoppable force of muscle. As you're mid-swing, the muscle continues to grow, and you reinforce just the muscles required for that kind of rotational force. And you're generating just like torque. And as you're doing that, she recognizes last second that you're coming at her again. Same shit that just happened before. And she turns to stop that as Vesha pulls just lightly on the back of her armor, knocking her slightly off balance. And she's unable to move out of the way as her feet don't find connection on the floor. And at the same time, you actually hit her into the blade that's coming from behind. And it just stabs in through the armor on her back and knocks her sprawling, ass over tea kettle. This is all happening very quickly, and it's making a lot of noise, but you guys are, you're wearing her down. You feel like you have probably not much time left before this is over. But you look at her, and she like barely rights herself back up. Something's going to give here soon, whether it's this window of opportunity you've been granted, or her back, or yours. This is almost over. That was with Hope?
Yeah, it was a crit.
Oh, yeah, it was a crit.
I'll capitalize while she's rolling. I have my senses back. I'll boost up into the air. And I would pulse jump work for this experience.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. As I boost up and then just launch myself towards her. She's rolling and she's righting herself to go for just a big kick to the face. Similar to what you saw earlier. I have only so many practiced moves. Oh, good thing I used that experience.
Bless you.
That is going to be 18 with hope.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
18 with hope is a hit.
All right.
Oh boy.
Nope, that's forceful. As you get this big connection, as I start spinning and kicking more and more as I'm going to start my combo.
The times numbers start popping up on the screen.
Yeah.
Times 2, times 4, times...
That's going to be hard to beat.
You can do it.
As just kick after kick, as I deal 28 physical damage, just wailing into.
Nice.
And I will.
28 physical damage.
And on top of it, I'll spend another hope to force her to mark a stress.
Okay. She does mark a stress. She also marks her final hit points.
Yes!
How do you
Nice,
want
nice,
to
nice, nice.
deal with her?
Just spinning.
I'll just kick multiple times, doing this combo, just boom, as just a pulse out.
Yes.
Oh, that's my dice tray. It's fine. As I kick
Get
out
aggressive.
and kind of land with my foot between, like she's like pushed up against the wall with my foot against her face. As I'll lean in a little bit and just go, "Hey, that's what happens when you're a Mun's dog." and I'll just push Pulse out as just cracks her head against the back wall.
Love it.
Heck yeah.
Love it. As that happens, yeah, she, as you describe, her body goes limp. You hear crashing behind you as the form of Tor stands up and brushes everything off his back and re-solidifies. And the group kind of pulls up beneath him. You see Zathiel kind of holding his arm as he looks back at all of you and closes his eyes, opening his third eye, and says, "They're almost here. We have to go now." They turn, and Tor just looks at the rest of you and then sprints at one of the windows. He hardens himself at the last second and just tears through and lands on like the slanted part of the roof outside. The wind's blowing pretty loud at this time of night. As he turns back and looks at all of you, you hear from the other direction heavy footfalls, shouting voices, guards. You hear flashes of light here. You see flashes of light around the corner. Things are about to get really hectic. You have a decision to make. There's a group here. Some of you more mobile than others. Some of them injured. Tilbury, you're made for mobility.
Mm-hmm.
If you chose to leave right now, nobody would catch you. John, you can reinforce your legs, run faster than 90% of the people in this room. You may not have the stamina to get outside of the outer circle, but you got a hell of a good chance of making it on your own. If the two of you work together, maybe you can bring one or two more. If you try to get everybody, the odds aren't good. You don't have much time. What are we doing?
I'll kind of hop over to Greg, grab you.
John, we have a mission to do. The siblings, they're resourceful. Let's get Zathiel out of here.
Sounds good to me.
It's what Mr. Blinn would have wanted.
R.I.P. Gone too soon.
As as I'll take a few steps and I'll point out to the two of you.
He's like, make it out however you guys can.
As Greg and John and Tilbury will head over to Zathiel and be like,
Probably both of them need, yeah.
And just, hey, Arcon needs you. Let's go.
He looks at the rest of the group. Looks at John. Looks back at the group.
You saw how capable Vesha and Vomir
Looks
was.
back at John.
Bolna looks up at him and just says, "Just go. It's fine." And he kind of nods. And then
Come on.
turns, jumps on John's back. And you guys take off.
Let's go.
He closes his eyes, opens his third eye. The combination of the three of you, since you made that selection, no roll required. You guys
Nice.
make it out.
Nice.
best of luck, brothers.
As for the rest of you, well, maybe we'll find out one day.
Okay.
But for now, this chapter of Aeridius closes on Vesha and Vomir, huddled with the rest of the party, deciding what the rest of their fate will hold.
Yes.
All right. Good
Nice.
session, boys.
That was fun.
Yeah,
That was super fun.
Yeah.
You did it.